but make sure that that's make sure that this is. I think this is the first time I've actually been able to start a live stream on time for once. I guess it won't play. Let me just turn that off. Well, anyway. It's probably going to be a minute before people get here. Hey, Coyote. What's up? Should probably take this thing out of here. Hey, Caleb. Hi there. I figured it's the weekend. I figured I might as well have a little fun, see if anyone else wants to too. Wonder, is this thing working? Source. Let's refresh browser between scenes and this. Control audio. I'm wondering, like, is there a certain thing I need to do to make this thing show up? I don't know. At the same time, while I'm doing this, I am also playing around with like Streamlabs and trying to learn how to use it more because I want to be able to like do live streams and be able to just have people here. I was playing Splatoon 3 earlier. I've never played Splatoon. I want to. I need to get a Switch. That's a Christmas thing. But I'm definitely going to be doing that. Because I would love to play Splatoon, but I also want to get a Switch for Pokemon and Super Smash Bros. Those are the main two that I am concerned about. I wonder... If I change the source on this to that, done. I wonder, did that hurt? I think my microphone picked it up coming from my headphones. That's probably what happened. Oh wait, it's a little bit. The latency on this is still weird. But hey, how are y'all doing? Want to say something? Go ahead and put it in the chat. How was your day? Yes. And if you're wondering, I wanted to see if I could play a little bit of music in the background. Man. And I recently discovered like a new, like, not a new song, new to me, a song I never heard from Michael Jackson. There's a lot of them. Let's see, I also have the Dragon Ball DVD collection. Really? That's cool. Wait, did it pop up for a second? It did pop up for a second. Okay, I think I actually got it. Is that okay? Yep, it is working. Hey Logan, what's up? That's awesome. Yes, it's finally. I've been trying to like work these little things in Streamlabs to try and like like for when I do live streams, I can actually like have it on screen, have people pop up, have them see their name sometimes. Slowly figuring it out. amazing. Let that go ahead. Since we started this, I'm gonna make a request. And why not? Sure, I can do like one song for you. Oh shit, Morgan. Yep. Which I forgot I should message her. Let's see. The Mongol. Let's see. The Mongol by the Who. This is Mongol by the Who. I'm sleepy. Why are you? It's 7:30. How are you? Well. I can't talk. Like I'm at the same time like I'm listening to the stream on my phone, so I can make sure like everything's all good. But now, what was that? This is Mongol by the Who. This is Mongol by the Who. Holy shit. Bro, why does this look so epic? Zach, guess what? What? Okay, this looks like it's gonna be interesting. I kinda wanna hear it. I kinda wanna hear it. Probably gonna have to keep this. Let's see, I've decided to get off my lazy butt and make. Really? Really? Shoot. Man, okay, what is it about? Oh. Hold up, whoa. Ooh. Ooh, this goes hard. Damn. Logan, good request. God damn. Now this goes hard. Man. Ooh. I hope y'all can hear this. I hope I also don't get hit with a copyright strike. I'm trying to keep this audio as low as I can, but it just at least has to have some background music. Let's see. I need voice actors to post casting call soon. Oh, all right. Let's see. Made a post about it in the community tab a few weeks ago. Oh, I think I remember seeing that. You're actually putting that together. Awesome. That's really cool. Honestly, like I can always respect anybody that's really getting into their bag and like writing and making things. Hey, is anybody else doing something? I know, right, Cindy? Thank Logan for that. This was a. See, I feel like some of y'all who have watched me, y'all know, y'all seen like the face I make when I hear something good. I get that. Like you know that, like you know, like. Oh, like you know, like when you like walk into somewhere and when you're like just walking around and then suddenly you kind of catch a whiff of something nasty. Like imagine that in a good way. Like that's my face. It's like, like that. Mongolian metal band incorporated regular metal instruments with traditional. That is so dope. That is so dope. Oh man. Did I see the picture you posted? What? Probably not. Hi, if it was in one of the Discord servers, like tag me so I can see it. I would love to see it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm writing a novel called Magic Born. Magic Born. Oh, that's cool. What's it? What's it about? Let's see. Kelsey, when she gets older, will be a metalhead. Oh my god, I could totally see that. Like, you know, like I can imagine like Kelsey being. I can imagine like for a little while they probably like reformed the band and started, and like Kelsey could probably like hit those real low notes, those real like the real metal voice. I kind of want to see it now. I kind of want to see it now. I can't lie. I kind of want to see it now. Let's see. I listen to these guys on the reg. I can see why. Damn. Now that is some good shit. Saw on my channel. You can look at it after the stream. Alright, I definitely will. Let's see, Magic Born is a crime novel with magic. A crime novel with magic. Interesting. Like, honestly, like I've had like a few ideas of my own just like floating around because like I know that there's like honestly like thinking of like making fiction of like certain shows that I know are never gonna come back, like Q-Force. I know it's kind of been helping me like revitalize a lot of like my own creativity. Yeah. Let's see. In Craig of the Future, Kelsey said she'd been in the pit at the concert. That's a good point. She did say she'd be in the pit. That'd be cool. That would be cool. That honestly would just hint at a lot. I could totally see it. But like, also, question for everybody in the chat: who is? Tell me, can you or can you not wait to see Part C, the second finale of the second special for the Owl House season 3? Because like I've kind of been thinking about it a lot, and I honestly like don't know what they're going to do. I'm really trying to think, because like this crew, the crew always likes to throw you a curveball, and that's one thing and like I'm wondering like how or what way they'll try and portray the story. I imagine like I would like to imagine like, I don't know, maybe like a few months after the portal closed around the same time ish that Thanks to Them started, or at least like after the intro. I wonder because like I keep thinking about like what the fuck's the bowling house gonna look like. I can't help but think it. Okay. Oh man. Oh jeez. Let's see. You finishing up? It's 26 chapters long, but you're still figuring out how to publish it. See if you can find an agent. That's usually the best thing. That's usually the best course of action. If you really want to try and get this published, see if you can find an agent who will try and push it around to places. If you can find somebody, then you'll be in luck. You good? Yeah, my partner's been a little sick. I've been trying to take care of him. Love you, bud. I love him. Let's see. I'm excited to see the Boiling Isles of Resistance in Apocalypse style. Yeah, honestly, I'm expecting like some Mad Max type shit. That's at least what I'm expecting, but like I feel like that's also what Dana and the crew know everybody would be expecting. You know what I mean? like if there's one thing I can always congratulate, if there's one thing I can always give the owl, give like the crew of the Owl House, it's that they will like they will always take what you think and then turn it completely on its head, or just give you it in a way you did not expect, and you can almost never figure out what exactly it is they're trying to do. Hold up, sorry, there's some in my hair. But yeah, you can never figure out like what they're trying to do with that. And, yeah. Sorry, just giving send some messages to people. What happened? Where'd everybody go? Well, dang. And everybody seems to have disappeared. Well, crap. I'm guessing. I can't help but think I probably got hit with a copyright strike of some kind, didn't I? This is like I knew at some point I'd probably get hit.
Get ready for a journey.
But also this is why I like listening to Sky Blue. Yeah, let me turn it down a little bit. Okay. We just let it play in the background. Okay, I don't know, I'm still here. Yeah, weird shit. Honestly, not sure. But, okay. What's your favorite manga? Let's see. Actually, there's this one manga that I haven't really delved into manga in a while, but like, there's this one manga that I read before. As y'all know, I like one of my favorites is just like martial arts manga and anime, especially if it's like a grounded one, something less like Dragon Ball Z in nature, I guess. And them damn clickers. Oh. Humans being the worst, of course. First. Yes, my partner is overplaying Outlast. But, what was I saying? Oh, yes, there's this there's this one manga I read called Tepu. It's basically about this girl who is like 5'11". She is basically an athletic prodigy. She's like just instantly good at a lot of sports. And partially because of this, she's very bored. So, like, she's played volleyball, she's played basketball, she's played tennis. Honestly, a lot of people don't even like playing or competing against her because they know she's so good. But then she finds an MMA club at the school, and for the first time ever, she actually kind of struggles to win for the first time, and she actually sees people that she can compete against. And honestly, it's really, honestly, I'm surprised that no one's made an anime off of that yet. That, honestly, I would love to see it. Yeah. Fun fact about me, I've heard who in Star Wars Fallen Order. Really? You know what? Yeah, that would make sense. That music definitely sounded like something I'd hear in like a war type story, especially Star Wars. Hold on. Yep, sorry. Got a burger here. I'm also been eating. I tried Whataburger for the first time like a few days ago. If there's a Whataburger in your area, goddamn, this is a good burger. This is a very good burger. You know what I want to do? I want to change my background a little bit. I have so many of these just like random screenshots from episodes that I have been using for like thumbnails in the background. For example, please don't be terrified. Yep. There it is. Yep, this motherfucker. Oh man, now that is ew. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep him up there because fuck this colonizer anyway. Hey, what I will use, keep you organized is where. Ooh, actually, I like this one. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. I like this one. This is gonna be the background for now. Yeah, perfect. I'm just gonna keep that as the background. If you like martial arts stuff, a good anime is Kenichi the Megan, that the one you just named, that's honestly one of the first animes I ever watched. I'm gonna be quite honest. That's one of the first animes I ever watched, and that was honestly one of my favorites immediately. Like I love Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple is literally one of my favorite animes. Period. And like honestly, like Kenichi is one of the most relatable protagonists ever put into an anime in my opinion. Like I you know what, I could actually see him and Deku probably getting along on a lot. I could totally see it. Like, you know, people make the Spider-Man comparison between Midoriya and like Midoriya and Spider-Man. I'd say like Kenichi is probably closer to like a Peter Parker, while Midoriya is more like a Miles Morales. I'd say that. Let's see. I remember that episode. Yeah, we all remember that episode. Sheesh. Still, the best part of that episode was Lilith punching him in the face. Oh, so good. Let's see. Another band I've been hooked on is Gact. If you want to, if you want to know my personal favorite, it's Redemption. Give it a listen. I definitely will. What is it? Let me write that down real quick. Gact Redemption. Which is something that I hope they do not try to give Emperor Bellows, because he does not deserve it. Seriously, if anyone expects him to get a redemption of some kind, I honestly don't expect it and hope they don't try to. That walking metaphor for colonization does not deserve it. Let's see, did you see the Pixar movie Turning Red? I loved Turning Red. Yes, I loved Turning Red. You know, I'm still mad about how Disney did that movie, because what the hell, Disney? Like, what the fuck? Why you do it so dirty like that? What? Just because it talks about periods? Yes. So, God, prudish ass people at the top at Disney, you know it damn well that's what it is. Man, though honestly, like I've actually thought of an idea of like a Turning Red series that would probably take place like around. Didn't that movie like end like a year, like with being like a year after the events of the film? I could have sworn that's how it went, but essentially like it would start with basically May going to high school, and now she's got to deal with these powers and these abilities in high school. Like that alone writes itself. Oh, but also with that, I'd also have like I'd also have like Priya and like Goth Girl at the party, yeah, starting up a relationship. I'd also have Miriam have her actually see like her transitioning being a little more throughout the series because she is trans, and which I'm glad was actually confirmed by the creators. I know I can probably see why they didn't make it explicitly clear in the movie itself, but then again, also Miriam's character design kind of, I don't know, something about it. But yeah, just making sure the audio is still good. Miriam was trans. Didn't know that. Yeah. That was confirmed. That was confirmed by the, I believe, the director and the writer. I think. But yeah. Yeah. And then what was the last girl? The Korean girl. What was her name? She was honestly probably my favorite because I love how she kept going off on people. I love how she kept going off in Korean on people and just in general. It was kind of funny. Let's see, I saw Luca with my parents and I don't like to use this word. Hated it because as someone who lives in Italy for a big chunk of my life, I'm sick of movies making Italy look picturesque. Honestly, that's fair. That's fair. I can get that. I feel like they were probably trying to give it a more artistic look, or at least, I don't know, wherever the hell. What year was it? You know what I just thought about? What year is that supposed to take place? Ace, because like I don't think anybody has like a cell phone or anything, or I don't remember seeing any computers or anything like that. And it is a fisher town, yeah. But even then, I feel like it would definitely look a lot less clean than it does. Huh. Actually, I will say this is, I remember when I saw, what was it, Raya and the Last Dragon. I saw that in theaters with my mom, and it took a lot in me. I kept looking over at her, because the fact that she really didn't see the fact that these two are definitely, like, Raya and, what was her name? Raya and the other girl, like, those two definitely like each other. It's very, very clear here, and it's very obvious in the way that's animated, in the way that they look at each other in so many aspects, and yet, I'm really starting to learn. Yeah, my parents have terrible gaydar. They do. They very much do. But then again, that's what happens when you're the daughter of a Southern Baptist preacher, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, just making sure. Let's see. I was playing River City Girls earlier and can't wait for the sequel to come out. Ooh, awesome. See, my only hope is that someday they'll make a movie about Vermont. We have stuff here too. Man, I'm still waiting on somebody to make a fantasy story of some kind that takes place in Memphis. Okay, that's where I'm from. Like the closest thing that I've gotten is a show called Bluff City Law. And it's a fucking lawyer show, which I will say I appreciate like a lot of the certain subjects that they handled, but still, like, I want that's a city known for, Memphis is a city that is mentioned in over 1,000 different songs. It is a city known for blues and rock and roll and hip hop, because I don't care what anybody says, so many rappers bit 3 6 Mafia's flow. I will forever say this, but still, like, I need one there. Like, even then, like, fun facts, like fun fact, y'all have heard about like Tulsa and Rosewood, like the many like cities that have like had like some sort of massacre occur against against like all black communities, right? Right? If you watch Watchmen, you at least know about Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, one of those happened in Memphis as well. When did it happen? In 1860 fucking two. It was one of the earliest times that it ever happened, and I literally learned that recently. So like, I want a story that somehow tackles that shit because I want to see it, you know, because like the thing I've like started like really appreciating is like historical fiction, certain fiction like taking certain events like from history and thinking like reworking it in a way that makes it work. Honestly, that's the Owl House. That's kind of the Owl House too. The Owl House is like partially historical fiction. Why? The main bad guy is a Puritan pilgrim who went missing. Is a Puritan pilgrim who came here to try and kill all witches. Like, Bellows is the definition of a religious zealot. That right there in and of itself, of like, that is historical fiction part right there. But it's not even complete fiction because like all know the story of the Crucible, but there were witch hunts that took place in Connecticut 40 years prior to the ones that took place in Salem. So like, even then, it ties into real world history, and I love stories that do that. Like, I have this one idea for a show that I call Strain. I call it a marijuana drama, but the city that it takes place in is it takes place in Kansas, and this city in Kansas has a very unique history because it's along the Trail of Tears for one, but for two, like, this city was like founded by this city was originally started out as like a colony, a small settlement with with a bunch of slaves that ran away, a bunch of slaves that escaped captivity in the South, and a tribe of assorted Native Americans, like from different tribes, basically, and they built up this town from the ground up. And every time any shit came through, they took care of it. They stopped it in their tracks, and they made sure they kept fighting for it and for it. Why? Because both of those groups, they came together in camaraderie. It's partially Schadenfreude. Alright. That and like the idea of like, we all know the phrase like the blood of we all know the phrase like blood is thicker than water. The whole phrase being the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. That's the sort of situation that they were in right there. But yeah, that's like the idea I had, like using like actual real world history to like work this in, because it also makes me think of like the people that got mad about like Halle Berry being the Little Mermaid, because they for some reason can't see Ariel as a black girl, even though like I've seen Zendaya Coleman with red hair, so like that argument's bullshit for one, and for two, like, just with taking things like the slave trade into account, and with what year that movie sort of takes place around, or at least the time period, if anything, Ariel being black sort of would make sense, or at least black mermaids in general. But yeah, well, at least that's the way I think about it. Sorry, I went on a tangent about that. Let's see. Shit, this literally started with me talking about like I wanted a story that took place in Memphis. Keys. Anyway, let's see. Italy is the place where the first step outside the airport, you're hit in the face with the scent of smoke. Another thing there, obvious thing, is that there's always people smoking in ice cream. What? In front of ice cream shops, bruh. That's. Jeez, that sucks. What the heck? Now I'm just imagining. It, I'm thinking about it now. Did Ratatouille have anybody smoking in France either? Because like, I feel like wouldn't it be sort of the same situation there? Kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. That's to think about. Doesn't The Little Mermaid predate Disney anyway? So what was the problem? Every story Disney has made predates Disney. Like half of the princess tales they have are just from the I always forget, what is it, Grimm tales, that shit. Half of the stories that they have are just like more infantilized versions of that. Had Hansel and Gretel, fucking Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty. Like a lot of these stories are like old myths. Especially, the most blatant example is freaking Lion King. That was taken from a movie called Kimba and the White Lion. Jeez, Grimm's fairy tales. Yes, thank you, Logan. If The Little Mermaid was faithful to the original story, it would not be a case. Man, none of Grimm's fairy tales would be for kids. Honestly, with a lot of that makes me think about just like how much shit they've actually gotten away with. Brothers Grimm and Hans Christian Andersen. Yes, that is true. You're correct. Me looking this way makes it look like I'm looking at the thing. Ah, it went away. Hey, shoot. Dude. Anyway, half Kibba and half Hamlet. Yes, that's basically Hamlet with lines. And Lion King 2, Simba's Pride is basically like half Kibba and half Romeo and Juliet, because that's what that is. Even though I will say I feel like I might get some shit for this. I do like Lion King 2 a little bit more than Lion King 1, mostly because of the separatist and segregationist ass themes in the original movie that now that I recognize I kind of can't separate. Because the lines essentially said, fuck everybody else, this is our land, even though like everybody lives there. They sent the hyenas off into the fucking boneyard with no grass, no water, none of that shit. Honestly, I feel like Lion King unintentionally shows why monarchs are bad. Oh my god, I can't. Wow. Okay, but turn it down a little bit. Okay, I think Lilo and Stitch was original. Pretty sure. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I don't think. Was Lilo and Stitch based on anything? I mean, the most I could say. Excuse me. The most I would say that Lilo and Stitch drew from what year did Lilo and Stitch come out? 2002. Okay, so then I guess like the one thing I could say probably inspired it a little bit was like Pokemon, and that's mostly because of Stitch's design and like the other 625. Was Lilo and Stitch based on any pre-existing media? Nope. It was inspired by the production of Dumbo? Really? Huh. But wait, what? Chris Sanders first created Stitch in 1985 for a planned children's book that never came to be. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, that is cool. Let's see. Lilo and Stitch is every found family of weirdos in coincidental circumstances ever. Yeah, yeah. Really thinking about it now, Lilo and Stitch probably does the found family trope like better than a lot, a lot of things. things. Like I really, if I had to say, like, shoot, now I kind of can't help but think, like, what if like Luce and Lilo met? I can't help but think that. God, I need somebody to draw that. Luce and Lilo meeting for the first time. I kind of. Oh my God, I can't help but think about that now. Oh my God, that just sounds awesome. So, nah, I'm gonna fucking tweet that out. Has anybody made a drawing of Luz Noceta and Lilo from Lilo and Stitch together? And because I already know that this thing did not recognize how I said that, Luz Noceta. I want to see that meeting. Dang, and I don't want no AI to do it either. No. Okay. Something my sister and I talked about the other day is what would happen to certain characters years later, like the Powerpuff Girls. Blossom will be a congresswoman, Bubbles will be a teacher, and Buttercup will be a fighter like a boxer or MMA. Actually, this is probably gonna bring back something a lot of people probably don't want to see, but want to think about. But like, does everybody remember that that CW Powerpuff Girls show that never came to be? At least I think they scrapped it. Didn't they scrap that? What happened to the CW's Powerpuff Girls show? CW didn't grant Powerpuff Girls to pick up in 2021. Oh! Shoot, I should probably... Hey, Tim, what's up? Man, I should probably... I kind of want to redo that whole season 1 I thought of now. Bruh, so I actually had an idea. I made a whole video about this. I think I might have shared it on my community page, but like... When I first heard about this announcement, like, at first I was gonna watch cynically like a lot of people would, but then I thought about it as like, if they did do this right, it could actually be good. Cause like I thought about like what would happen, cause like my whole story about it was essentially like around the time that the girl. Sorry, Logan. Look, this is your own fault. You're the one who brought up the Powerpuff Girls and talking about them being in the future. This popped in my head, alright? I'm sorry. But now I kind of got to. Oh my God. You were watching some good old Supernatural, and that's why I was not here until now. Yeah. My partner's actually been rewatching Supernatural. Still kind of upset by how the writers kind of did some of the fans and that. But like, back to what I was talking about. Actually, Logan, I'm pretty sure I can fix all this because like my whole pitch about that was like around the time. So for this like CW Powerpuff Girls series would be like around the time the girls turned 18 or so. They essentially kind of quit crime fighting, and they had basically like broken up, more or less, around the time. And like Buttercup had left the city, so did Bubbles, and Blossom, she stayed behind, still living with Professor Utonium, and about 2 to 3 years later, they're all coming back together for the first time. Why? Because Professor Utonium died, right? And they're having his funeral. But the thing is, nobody actually knows what the hell happened to him because the way Blossom describes it, she was coming home from classes at university one day. When she was coming up to the door, there was like this blue light started seeping underneath the door, and then suddenly the house blew up. And she's not really sure what exactly happened. So more or less, she calls back Bubbles and Buttercup because in searching the wreckage, the professor's body was not recovered, so they're not really even sure what the hell happened to him. Remember Powerpuff Girls Z? Yes, I honestly took a little bit of this from Powerpuff Girls Z. I'm not even gonna lie. I just thinking about it because at it. And like as for like the girls and like what the hell they've been up to, see, my idea for Blossom was she stayed in the city. Actually, explain some circumstances of the city real quick. After the girls left, because there were still a bunch of criminals that were just going around, they essentially thought it was started running roughshod around the city. So like the mayor's last act as mayor was to instill this task force that would basically that would basically like pick up the slack where the Powerpuff Girls were usually handling stuff but honestly the task force in and of itself is very corrupt, obviously, because it's more or less just police and even worse hearse. And not to mention, it's being funded by some very shady people who were also familiar with if you watch the original show. So the thing about Blossom is she in public she actually did endorse the founding of this task force because she knows that she would, with like the other girls gone, she can't take care of all this by herself. Though she still goes out like vigilante style, how usually just like in a mask of some kind, because she very much sees like these guys are still incredibly corrupt, and they just aren't doing as much as they should or could. So what she could. So like and again, she was also there when the professor quote unquote died. Alright, so she's the reason that they're coming back together. As for Buttercup, before she left, she and Blossom actually got into a fight, right? Because I don't even think she remembers what it was about because it was likely something dumb. Or honestly, I can't remember what I made the reasoning be. I actually no, I didn't give a reason. But we would still figure it out later if this would ever get made. Seriously, CW, if you're listening, I will gladly, please let me be the showrunner. But as for Buttercup, she went on a journey of self-discovery, and she was basically traveling the world. She ended up in Thailand for a couple of years, and she started fighting in an underground Muay Thai ring. And also, while out there, she became like a minor gay icon. Yes, in this version, I am making her an out butch lesbian because if there's one thing I noticed, like throughout all of these iterations, or even just like the reactions from people, everyone seemed to agree. If there's a gay sister, it was Buttercup. So yeah, that in and of itself is like, so yeah, I went ahead and just like said, you know what, we're rolling with that because it honestly just makes perfect sense. And then as for Bubbles herself, Bubbles, she started going to university out in, what was it called? What was it called? Ocean Bay or something like that. Look, if you've ever watched like the life and times of Juniper Lee, she's basically going to school in that city, and that's mostly because like I had the idea of like tying other characters from Cartoon Network's past into this via a university they all go to, and I put it here because I wanted to include Juniper Lee somehow, and that's like the only way I could because technically speaking she can't leave that city, but like while she was out there, she started really getting into music and started learning how to play guitar and was like playing the drums a lot. So like she started getting a small following on YouTube. And like since she got called back along with Buttercup, she's trying to mend the fence that these two basically have had like like stuck between them now. Now, so yeah, that's most of like that's at least what I would be doing with the girls, because like that's how I see like what would happen with them in the future. Actually, let me just real quick. I made this whole thing its own pitch. I made a whole video about it. If you want to see it, I will put it in the chat real quick. Hold on. Real quick. Boom. Like, click that if you want to like see like the whole. I made a whole video about it. It's like 30 or so minutes long. It's I took a lot of time like putting this together. Well, it's 20 minutes long. Yeah, I took a lot of time just like thinking of this and putting it together because like honestly, if they actually did do it right, it would be good. Let's see. Yeah, CW, this has provided some fun, and yeah, I obviously support the show being made. Thank you. Yo, I think it's messed up, and I'm on season 11, episode 3, and I didn't know this. Wow. And thank you, Megan, for saying it's interesting. Thank you, because like I really think this would be a good idea. Let's see. I want this to be a movie now. Seriously. Like if you got the right people for each part, not to mention if you had good people that really actually did believe in this idea and love the Powerpuff Girls, that's honestly, it would be a good show. Like it's the same idea for like if you want to make a good Superman movie, you need somebody that likes Superman for one, okay? Let's see. Question about Harley Quinn with how popular media is making her a tragic. With how popular media is making her a tragic figure, would it be considered subverting expectations if Joker died and Harley stayed a villain or nah? I don't think it would really be subverting expectations. And honestly, like, I'm one of the people that will forever say, like, Harley, I feel like, works better without the Joker. Not to mention, she did a lot of messed up shit on her own, but also she was very much under the influence of Joker during the time, and like, wow, first some of the shit she did, she likely did to try and keep herself from being hurt, mostly adopting his shit, but like and as time goes on, she did have some of her own actions, but still, none of this would have happened if she never met that dude in the first place. So like, I don't know. I feel like in her heart of hearts, Harley doesn't want to be a villain. Like, the whole reason she was in Arkham Asylum and was basically the whole reason she even got started as a psychiatrist and became a doctor in the first place was to help people. So like, for her to just do a full heel turn into villainy, I don't really think so. Yeah, I think if this does happen, I think we should in fact have him as the devil in canon. In fact, okay, I'm just saying that. I mean, the idea. I'll say this now. The idea I had. Well, actually, this wasn't even my idea. This was a friend they suggested this idea. In my pitch, him as a drag queen and a gang lord. So, like, because like let's be quite honest. Him screams very, very, very queer here. Let's be honest. Yes. If this was Disney, he'd be a villain. Him is basically a Disney villain on Cartoon Network. That's exactly what he is. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I'd like to see a rom-com where Harley doesn't fall for Joker's junk and ends up with Bruce Wayne. Now that... You know, I could kind of see, I could totally see Harley like constantly like psychoanalyzing Bruce and knowing like the whole reason he does a lot of what he does is because of childhood trauma, because that's exactly why Batman does what he does, because of childhood trauma. And you can't really blame him. So let's see. I thought the reason Harley went to Arkham was to write a book about psychopaths in the asylum. No, because like, well, main thing I'm going off of is like where she originally appeared, which was in Batman the Animated Series, which a lot of people forget. Like she was not originally in the comics at all. She was made for the animated series and transitioned into the comics, and it worked out really well. Oh, this is probably an actual thing that might happen one day, or someone's fan fiction. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I just do something for a sec. Where's Luna? Luna? Oh, there she is. Okay. Tell me where you want to go. Okay. Want to go now? Okay, give me my thumb back. No, Jesus. I am not Jackery. I don't understand what this Jackery is. Shit. That's exactly what this is. God. I'm upset about that shit still. Man. I will tell y'all a story in a second, but give me like 3 minutes. 1 sec. How did they possibly? How? Want to put some fridge?
What?
Put some fridge? Or to bed? Okay. Like, how the hell do you possibly? How? I won't get over this. I will not get over this. I absolutely will not get over this. This is some bullshit. Y'all have no idea how. Oh, hi there, Diaz. What's up? Y'all, bruh. So, real quick. What did Luna do? Well, Luna hasn't done nothing. She's been messing with the tree. She's been messing with the tree a lot, and I've been trying to keep her from doing it. But here's the thing. I told y'all about Whataburger earlier today. What is the Jackery? This is the Jackery. So I go to fucking Whataburger earlier and they misspell my name. They don't just misspell it. They write a completely different name I've never even heard of. What the hell is a Jackery?
Jackery!
See what Whataburger did? Jeez. I will not take a breath, Logan. I will not. I love it too.
I'm Calcifer.
Calcifer?
Calcifer.
Calcifer?
Remember the Starbucks?
Oh, right. Oh my god. At
least they cut the first letter of your name right. Have you eaten my back? I'll put the thing back over here.
Where's the dumb cat?
In a box.
Where's my autistic cat?
It's in a box.
In a box?
Yep. Yep,
Just
that's.
where I thought she'd be.
Just where exactly?
Hello. Oh wait, I forgot something. I forgot something.
What? Tell other people I said hi.
Yes, all the people will know. But no, I will not take a breath, because how do you do that? Zachary sounds like... Wait, Zachary sounds like the kid's mom wanted him to have a unique name, but they probably getting bullied for it.
Tell other people I said hi.
Mm-hmm. My partner says hi. Castlefa says hi. Jeez, R.I.P. Jack, my boy. Man. I feel like if there was a kid actually named Zachary, he was probably getting jacked a lot in high school. Well, because of that name. And like, let's jack Zachary. Like, anyway, anything. Let's see. Hey Zach, curious question. Which Ghibli movie is your favorite or had the biggest impact on your life? My favorite Ghibli movie? I've said this. Me and my partner have talked about this before. My partner's a very big Studio Ghibli fan. But my favorite is Princess Mononoke. I really love that movie for a number of reasons. Because it's badass as hell. Hey, CB says hey. But like, one, it's badass as hell, and two, I love how I also just like love seeing nature fight back against industrialization and things like that, because like it's like I love like Studio Ghibli movies because they always have this message of like eventually like the world will Zachary Smickerton. Oh my god. Why, city? Why? Hey. No, babe, Zachary is gay. Zachary is gay. Yes, Zachary is jacking his Zachary. Oh my god. Let's get off of this now, please. Wait. No. Wow. Jesus. This keeps getting worse as I talk. Anyway. Hey, I can't not think about this now, but yes, it's Princess Mononoke. I can't even keep going with this, man. Let's see. Okay, you need some disco to calm you down. Space Dandy, Zen Larak. Why not? Let's see. Well, he knows all the genders. Man. Let's see. In Gotham Knights, they did make Harley one of the baddies, and I think it worked pretty well. Hell, like, you know, I don't say. I'm honestly never against Harley Quinn being an antagonist of some kind. It's the idea of like straight up villain, because like Harley is the definition of just chaotic. But she's a chaotic good mostly, so I feel like she'd mostly get into like a lot of confrontations with other heroes because like maybe she is trying to do some good, but like how she's going about it is usually dangerous to say the least for, if not her, everyone around her. Best idea, because he jacks all of them. Okay, that's why he calls Jack. No more jacking. No more jack. Why did I say that? Ugh. That you know what you say? Zen Larock. There it is. Yeah, sure. Zen Larock. I need Zen Larock. Space Dandy. Yes, let's put this on. Ooh. That's some good shit right there. Good suggestion, Logan. That's some good shit right there. Yeah, let me turn it down a little bit just so I don't get hit with a copyright strike of some kind. Alright. Shoot. Lynn's just gonna be staying up here in her box. Note that misspelling was on purpose. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. I know. Unless it was not misspelled. That shit's gonna. Oh my god. Alright, let us change the subject now. I'm off to the Jackery meets. I should never have brought this up. Oh. You know what? Jesus Christ. Anyway. Oh. Just listen to the disco. I'm listening. Trust me, I'm listening. Actually, this reminds me. I need to record another episode for Carolyn Tuesday, because that's another show I've been trying to get back on. Oh yeah, fun little thing. Hey, I guess I might as well say it here. I've recorded 2 more episodes of Kid Cosmic. Yeah, I'm finally getting back onto that series. All I'm gonna say about episode 3 is, what the fuck? That's my best. That's like the best I can give for like a pre-reaction to that, because like, what the fuck? Look, Jack got killed because he was too. Jack and God. Goddamn. Oh man, Space Dandy is an anime created by the same guy who made Cowboy Bebop. Wait, I didn't know they were made by the same person. Well, looking at the aesthetic, thinking about the aesthetic now, it makes perfect sense. That's, yeah. Shoot. Actually, you know what? While we're talking about animes a little bit, question: how many people have seen or watched Ouran High School Host Club? Okay. New topic. I was rewatching Rocket Power and I was reminded that there was an episode with a girl who had a prosthetic leg and Reggie tried to lose a snow. I remember that episode. Reggie was put in a lot of those situations. Now that I think about it. Because like, I remember that episode specifically. And then I also remember well, it was this one episode of she met this girl who was home. She also met this girl who was homeless, and homeless because she had followed her home. Well, she had followed her home one day, to a homeless shelter, and she decided to donate her skates to her. Like, man, damn, that show actually hit a lot, man. That show hit a lot. Let's see, it's the ending. This is the ending song for 2. Nice. I love some disco. See, she writes it so she could write about it in her magazine. And yes, I remember that now. Though, thinking about it, like, if she really wanted to be able to write about her, maybe she should have just asked her in the first place. Like, it's like instead of, because like I'm thinking about it now, because like she intentionally tried to lose, so she would basically be interviewing the winner of the race, who was also a person with disabilities, who was also a person with a prosthetic. So it's like it's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up when you really think about it. Like think about it, because like she was essentially trying to use her for her as a subject. Like even if she does have the best intentions, she went about it in one of the worst ways she could. Instead of just directly talking to her. Ooh, I love this song. Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, though, still, like, even then, when Reggie messes up, she still always manages to, she always manages to try and make it right or make things better somehow. How? Because she does have the best intentions. It's her actions that need work. And when she needs to make a correction, she does, which is something I'll always give her. It's honestly why she was my favorite character in that whole show. Let's see. I also remember an episode where Twister's older brother was being a jerk. So every episode, they pranked him to think Twister got unseriously hurt, so he didn't really care about it. I remember that. Thinking about that now, it was kind of messed up a little bit. It's kind of messed up a little bit, but then again, that's kind of what you get for constantly fucking with your brother like that. Like, look, Anyway, speaking as the youngest, like, look, if you truly care, you gotta show it in a way that actually matters. You constantly poke and prod and push people, yeah, you're gonna eventually push them away. Hey, let's see, there's a lot of anime I gotta catch up on. I've been busy watching FF movies. The Fantastic. Wait, you mean the Fantastic Four? Do you mean Fantastic Four? Good. Actually, I'm still thinking about like how exactly would they integrate the Fantastic Four into the MCU, but that's true. It could either be Fantastic Four or Final Fantasy. Though with it being anime, I'm guessing it's definitely Final Fantasy. Speaking of which, everybody set me up at night. I need to get back on that. And that I really do. Let's see. But real talk though, there is a lot of anime I need to catch up on. Again, I still need to catch up on My Hero Academia. Yeah, found footage horror. Ooh. Actually, Cal, they showed me. Shoot, what was it? Why am I forgetting the name of this now? VHS. That's it. VHS. Like they showed me that a few months ago. It was great. It was great. And we also watched Blair Witch Project a few weeks back. It's really good. I honestly love found footage. I'm not that big of a horror fan, but like found footage movies, I can definitely watch like all day because I really like how I like the very grounded nature of it. Like my favorite one, Wreck. Like that was probably the first. No, that wasn't the first found footage. No, actually, I think it might have been. I think that was the first found footage movie I had ever seen. Yeah, Wreck. I mean the original one in Spanish, not the bad American one that's called Quarantine, which, thinking about it now, the name of that really did not age well. See you, Megan. Please charge your phone. Also, Oran was my show back in the day. For real. Uh, like, I remember when I first came across that show. Actually, I remember. I think the first episode I ever actually saw by accident was like episode 4, and I was very, very confused. And then I actually watched episode 1 and I was like, oh, this makes sense. But also, like, and I was also like, wait, how can y'all not tell that she's a girl? Yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter. Really thinking about it, the fact that Haruhi says she doesn't care if she's perceived as a guy or a girl, that's such non-binary energy. I kind of love it. But she already has like a very androgynous look. It's the reason she works so well in those suits. Plus, god dang, if that show is not just so queer as hell, both intentionally and unintentionally, considering how many of the girls all fall for Haruhi. You know, I wonder if any of them ever realized that Haruhi was a girl, if any of them suddenly had like started having a bisexual awakening. I wouldn't be surprised. Guys, honestly, I think Haruhi gave a lot of people that anyway, so. Yeah, see, that's why I'm into ARGs and Slenderverse and web series. Really? I need to look into that. Let's see, the VHS series is good. It is. There are some FF movies that aren't horror, like Lunopolis and Chronicle. Like, man, Final Fantasy is one of those series that I just think, that found footage is one of those. It's just like one of those things that's really good. Though I remember when I first saw Chronicle, bro. That fucked me a little bit. You know what else? I'm thinking about? Project X. Project X. Now that right there was a movie. That right there was like an insane. Man. That shit was just nuts. I just thought about something. I don't think I've seen like a found footage movie. I don't think I've seen many found footage movies with like an all black cast ever. Like the closest thing I can think of is A Haunted House, the Marlon Wayne's parody movie. I remember that because like Cedric the Entertainer was also in it. He was quoting Pulp Fiction and shit. And also, who else was it? I think it was one of the. It was either Tia or Tamara Mowry, one of the twins. But I remember that I kind of how has that not been done? I'm sure somebody has done it somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if RDC does it at some point. I would actually thinking about it like a found footage movie, a found footage horror-esque movie like done by RDC. I really want to see that now. I need to get some toilet tomorrow. Yo, I just thought about something. Did he send out that? Of course not. Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm also still waiting on the schedule for my job. I mean, I technically asked off for tomorrow, but I still kind of need to know my schedule for the rest of the week. Project X was it was insane. I could imagine Project X that took place today. Like, you realize how much cell phone footage you also could probably find off of that, because it would be great. Yeah. Honestly, that's part of why I love it anytime I get to see a found footage movie of some kind that is done, or rather a found footage episode of something is very, very fun. fun. Because, like, I remember, like, there was one episode of Psych that did it. I don't know, has there, is there an animated show that's done a found footage? Like, done, like, a found footage-esque thing before? Because, like, I can't think of any. I would love to see that, though. I would love to see that because it would be extremely fun. Alright, I'm gonna just put on like some lo-fi in the background real quick. I almost clicked on one of Elijah's videos. Oh man. Jeez, I hope that she's doing okay. Also, like, yo, real quick, if anybody has seen Morgan's post about needing a video editor, like, somebody reach out to her. She could use it. Like if she's needing the help, like I feel like somebody should. But like I would do it myself if I knew I had the time, which I know I don't. Or usually I have like a good random lo-fi thing that's usually up on my channel. Of course, the Steven Universe one pops up. You know I have to hit the Steven Universe one now. Hey Danielle, how are you doing? Think? Let's see. Aura is 1,000 times better than fake. If you don't know what it is, save yourself the same thing and just watch Bennett Sage's video on it. Fake. If it's being compared to Auron, and it's called fake, I don't know if I don't really think I can think of like any positive why. I know you said save myself. I need to know. Good, how are you? Oh, I'm doing good. Just live up for a second. Yes, okay. Fake anime. I'm just gonna Google it real quick because. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, wait, no. There it is. Fake. New York police partners D. Latner and Randy Rio McClane go on vacation to the countryside and sneak. Which D has sneakily set up as a way to seduce Rio. Really? Well, that's gonna season. Let's see. Wish I could help Megan, but I don't have any software. Yeah. Probably just need the charger, but. Mostly just trying to make sure the music's still on in the background. What's up? Hey, no freeze. What's up? Yeah, I've just been live for a little bit, mostly just hanging out and talking. It's been real fun. It's been real fun so far. Let me turn up my mic a little bit, make sure that that's heard. This is random, but I'm getting a puppy on Friday. Oh, puppy. I love it. What kind of puppy though? What kind of puppy? I want to know. Real quick. I am just going to change this background again. This time we're going to Frogland with it. Which one? Ooh, all three of these are pretty good. I'm going with this one. This one, yeah. Yep, I changed the background on them again. You know, I remember a while back people were clowning Dana Terrace about using the owl club for a screenshot. And she said she doesn't have cable, which I feel like that says a lot about Disney. Just saying. See you, Logan. Have a good day, man. He is a blue bagel. I don't know if I know what that breed is. BLUBGEL. Okay, I think I looked at the wrong thing. Oh, you mean were you trying to say bluebell? Or not? I'll probably find it later. I made Static Shock, Foster Family, Teen Titans, Total Drama, Craig of the Creek, and even Power Rangers and WWE are for school. Wow. Every one of them? Can I see that Static Shock one? Like, DM me on Twitter. I would love to see that Static Shock one if you have time. And the Craig of the Creek one, actually, too. Let's see. I spelt it wrong. Because, like, I was wondering because, like, what popped up, well, actually, that's not even, no, Google's just going to the completely wrong thing. It brought up this weird parasite anyway, it was like a poster of static as dictionary art for electric, static, or for the definition of static. I would love to see it. Real quick, just real quick, paste a copy and then paste. And then put that there. Put that there. Hold up real quick. What just happened? Sorry, I was just taking care of something real fast. As thing's been out of it. Okay, hopefully I can reach the amount of views, because right now I'm at 1.3k. Hey, look, keep going. Look, if you really want to do this, you're gonna have to this, you are gonna have to be in it for the long haul a little bit. But as long as you know what you're doing and you love what you're doing, it'll feel less like work. Like, honestly, that's part of why I love doing these reactions, because it is honestly just a lot of fun in general. And back down to one viewer again. Okay. No problem, though. You got this. I believe in you. Down there and bring that over there, and then I shrink that 75. Boom. Hey, y'all want to see something real quick? Y'all want to see something really cool? 1 second. No, not that. No, not that. Yes, that. There it is. Yep, look what I'm working on. Yeah, just so y'all know, this is coming at some point very soon. And no, I did not film this the same day. No, wrong one. There we go. Eventually coming, I'm finally getting back to Gay Cosmic, like I said, and that episode 3 just really messed with me, because like, god damn, if that is not some powerful writing. Gay Cosmic, man, Craig McCracken, you at your best on this one. I have to finish something, I'll be right back. Okay, take your time. And hey, Tim. It's being a little crazy. What the heck? Dude, how long have I been live? I'll probably cut this off at like 10 or so minutes. Let's see, I think 15S Blue Bee Gold. No. 5 excuse me, 6 weeks and cool. Aww. It's only 6 weeks. That's adorable. Let me see if I can actually. Here we go. And now I'm just getting blueberries. What the heck? Let's see, I have an idea for a villain, the Shadow one where Shadow Man, the Shadow one, a weird Shadow Man that would take your children away to false happy memories and take their soul. That is terrifying. That sounds like something that would be out of a Grim Tales, and then sanitized by Disney. That's what it sounds like. Like, it sounds like the tale that Disney would take and then sanitize to try and monetize. That's exactly what it sounds like. But really though, a Shadow Man that takes people away like that and takes their souls. Wasn't there a villain in Naruto who could do something like that? I can't remember. Wasn't there a villain in Naruto that could do something like that? Could have sworn. Yeah, I love my villain ideas. Hey there, can you? Yeah, I love my villain ideas because I've never heard of true evil. Ah, there is true evil in this world. There is. You just need to know where to look. Yes. Yes, I very much. Trust me, I know Craggy Creek's ending in a year. Fuck David Zadloff. Seriously, I will never, never, ever, ever, ever I will never, ever, ever forgive that motherfucker. I was really, really hoping that, I was really, really, really hoping that Craig and the Creek and the crew would be able to dodge this bullshit that keeps coming out of Warner Brothers, but apparently not. I don't know what it is with a lot of these people in the industry that seem to have these people that have been here for so long yet have this unnecessary stigma towards animation. Whether they think it's mostly just a thing for kids, or because they think that adults, or they think that or they think that girls don't graduate from animation. Seriously, who there thought that was a good idea of a statement to put out? Because what exactly, what in the world would possess anybody at that company to think that girls don't like animation? It's stupid shit like that got Disney XD even created in the first place, and then killed later on, because then they started just using it as a dumping ground for a lot of things. Because a lot of people don't know, Pokemon for a while, Pokemon Sun and Moon, that was on Disney XD for a while. Hell, actually, I think some of the episodes might have been on Disney Plus too. Man. I want Owl House and Amphibian. Let's see, I want the Owl House and AFU characters to meet in the same set. It's the sad that it's ending. Man, if only. If only. I didn't realize till now my freaking headphones came out. But seriously, the creek is like they said, the creek is a big sandbox. That's basically what it is. And they made room for everybody to play and so many adventures to happen. And they, while they've explored a lot, they also have opened up the area. So there's areas that have been mapped that we haven't gotten to see yet. So now I'm just thinking how are we supposed to how is the series gonna end? Because look, I already remember one prediction, and I really hope it doesn't come down to Craig possibly moving and having to leave the creek or some shit like that, or just or even I would love, you know what I would love? I would love if they did do something something similar to the end of Amphibia, actually, because I know a lot of people had their beef with how the series ended, even though I feel like people are mostly just hung up on the fact that the girls didn't stay friends and connected all throughout high school. Seriously, Marcy moved, and Anne and Sasha basically just like grew into different directions, especially since Anne kind of went through something that she can't really talk to anybody about. So like, while I get why people were upset, it still kind of makes sense. They're both dealing with their own shit. But also it. But basically, like I would go for something similar in the sense of like an ending that where we do show like, yeah, things change sometimes. That's life, more or less. But even then, they'll still, you never know what'll make its way back to you. Like to you. You when you letting go can be like the hardest things, but you never know what'll come back. And like, even in that future episode, the Craig of the Future episode, while it was established they hadn't talked to each other in a long time, what also happened? They finally met back together again for the first time in a while. And man, I can't help but just. That series is gonna go down as one of the greats. I just know it. But yeah, I would love like something similar to that, or even like a regular show where you do get like a time skip and you see them in the future and they're out here doing and they actually, I would love it if like you get a glimpse of them and they're and they're like they've graduated from middle school and they're about to enter high school, or even, and then they come through and they find that Craig like one day like wants to just like go back to the creek and see like how much it's changed, and it's probably changed a lot. I wouldn't be surprised like if Jessica ended up in the creek, she would be taking Kid's spot at the trading tree. I already know it, but like I could see it happening. But also like while she's out there, she suddenly hears a familiar familiar voice and the sound of something he hasn't heard in a long time. PVC pipes swinging through the air. That's right. He looks back and he sees Kelsey. And then you just suddenly hear JP saying, "Guys," and then you look over and see JP along with Omar, the green poncho. I would love it. Like if that's how the series somehow ended, and then they all just go to hang out just like with the implication that they'll still be friends forever. I would be here for it. Sorry, I went up on a like a fan fiction-esque rant. Sorry, but seriously, it'll be good. Let's see. R.I.P. Craig the Creek, because there's Creek lore, and how will they tie it up in the end of the show? I mean, they do still got them journals, though I feel like part of the reason for the journals was like to show how the creek got split apart in the past, so we did learn about it. Though, actually, thinking about it now, we never actually learned like how the creek came to be where it is now. Huh. I need an Origins of the Creek episode now. Huh. Did they ever think about that? I need to like tweet at them. I need to like tweet at like Jeff Trammell and them and see because now I'm thinking about it, it's like if we got an Origin of the Creek episode, because like it's already been like well established. There's just a lot of random shit that's in the creek that seemingly has been there for a long time. Like I remember that Last Days of Summer episode, and I was just asking who built most of this stuff. But I can't help but think about it now. Huh. I would love to see it. Let's see. I also think that magic might be real in Craig of the Creek. You know, it's like you know, with that one ghost kid that wanted to play with the stump kids, and also what was his name? No Neck Nephew. that we never got an explanation for that. Hell, we've never got an explanation for fucking Deltron. Yeah, lots of supernatural stuff probably happens to create like Deltron is actually for the future. That shit right there, you are not wrong. Seriously, because where does Deltron keep coming from? That motherfucker just keeps showing up out of random explosions of like orange or blue smoke. So like, how does he keep showing up? How is he traveling? Also, I found that, now that I think about it, I found that song that is actually used in the when Deltron shows up at the end, when Deltron shows up in the Capture the Flag War. Bro, I think I shared the music video on my community page, but like, bro, this song is good. Let me play this. Make sure it's not overpowering too much. Man, this is a good shit, man. This is such a good song. Well, for real, where the hell is Deltron from? Because if he is actually from the future, how the hell does that square any of this circle? I need to know. No. Let's see, can we get flashbacks? And yes, we need the... Yeah, we need like flashbacks to like how the creek was created. I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere in that time if in all those journals they found was like the origins of how the creek came to be. Because I remember they had like a photo from like 73 and then something from like 81. So I need to know. So also, the big time Bobby was real man. Like we thought Woggle showing up buff in Amphibia was something like that right there. Big Bobby showing up, big buff Bobby over here looking like Broly showing up out of nowhere. Like, bruh, and yes, you can quote me on that, big buff Bobby showing up like Broly. But he definitely went full Super Saiyan when he couldn't get the strawberries, which I like that he found a healthy alternative as he grew up. I like that he did. Oh man. For real, why was Bobby on his Super Saiyan 4 shit? Like for real, what was this shade side cut he also had over here? Like dang. Right, I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. Well, all he wants the big time boys. Of course, the DBZ references. Of course, we never question the DBZ. Look, I don't question the DBZ references. I don't question the Pokemon references. I don't question the Yu-Gi-Oh references. Even though that Bring Out Your Beast episode was fire. Seriously. I wonder what Xavier's doing. We all know that boy is up to some fuck shit. We all know that Xavier is up to some sort of fuck shit. We all know it. But like I won't trust him. Seriously, I still remember like the episode he's talking about talking about good thing I left the creek. It's not sure. It's not like you lost a whole ass capture the flag war that you yourself started because you're an instigating little brat. But okay, sure. But more than anything though, in that future episode where we saw Maya and Kelsey together because they're apparently both wrestlers together. I love the idea of those two being friends. I need those two to be friends. Yep. Now some Michael Christmas going on. It is Christmas, sure, some Michael. But like, I'm in that episode where those two were basically together at the community center, and they were on the wrestling team together. I need that. Also, Big Red was apparently on the team too. Big Red, really? So Big Red, Kelsey, and all on the team together. You know, out of the three of them, Kelsey and Maya are the best. I feel like Big Red's still improving, but you know, she's still a little shit. For real though, I need those two to actually like make up for once. I need Omar to be there to mediate, and Craig and him trying to figure this out together. You know what it would be? I expect they're trying to like find another piece of the cube, and they figure they might need some extra muscle for this, so they bring along Maya. Either that or Omar shows up one day with Maya because he said that he would hang out with her, but he also forgot that they were looking for more pieces to get, so he just brings her along. And since Craig has already had his time and moments with Maya. Sorry, I'm still thinking of all the times this dude has just seen Maya and lost it. Like, Maya, oh no, that boy is traumatized. Oh man, but like. Yeah, so him and Maya, so like Craig and Maya have already talked. Omar and Maya, they're still getting better. So now, like, I feel like I feel like JP doesn't really have anything against Maya, because like I feel like out of all of them, JP is probably like circumstances. But like Kelsey, those two fought twice. Those two literally fought 2 times, and a few of those times she lost. So like. You can only expect it. I'm not sure what else you could expect, because like there needs to be like a real resolution between those two. Like, in the real, actually, you know what? How those two would really make up if she did end up coming on a mission. If she did end up coming on a mission to try and get these, but it's like inside of like some place where like imagine there's like a kid who is more or less an emperor where he is. Like actually no. I think Eileen kind of rules over the entirety of the sewers. So like if there was like a possibility like another kingdom on the other side that was just running under the radar of the other king, or rather that was running itself in sovereignty and in service of the king, and now Maya has to show up because she knows about this shit, and then her and Kelsey, they have to fight off like all of the guards and some shit, and that's how they would. Ooh, I would love to see. I would love to see like a good like back-to-back shot of both of them together. Kelsey with a sword, Maya with a baseball bat. Like, bro, I can picture it in my head. I can just picture it, man. See, Xavier, what's he doing? He's in his room scheming. Yeah, look, I still think that Xavier is probably plotting to try and like steal the cubes from them, and that's probably how like season 4 ends. So like now they gotta try and get all of them again on some like some Jackie Chan Adventures type shit. When what was it, the Shadow Organization, whatever the fuck they were called, when they were able to get a hold of, when they were able to basically break in and take all the talismans, I'd imagine something like that, or some Shaolin Showdown shit. When they broke into the temple and stole all the Shengang Wu, something like that. I can see it. Yeah. See, yeah, he needs help. Like, he had a therapist. man, look, the main reason he's like that is because his parents let him be. You know it. Like, if that's one thing that we've learned, if there's one thing we've learned from, like Kenneth, is that Xavier's the way he is because he's spoiled. He is spoiled. You know, though also, I'm still trying to think, like, is his mom like the principal of her school or something, of kids' school or something? Because how did he change her grades? See, this is the point at the end of the show, real or what I need to know. The portal at the end of the show, which portal? The portal from where? Tell me what you mean about that, Danielle. I wonder if Bobby's on team with Kelsey. Maybe. I could see that, either that or Bobby is like on the football team. Cause he looks. I'm not even gonna lie. When I looked at him, I was like, "You built like a damn linebacker, man." So that's usually that's what I assume. Either wrestling or football, probably. See Kelsey's pride. Look, Kelsey's pride and joy is Stacks. As long as she got her, she's all good. Good. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Kelsey's own pride would probably like get in her own way a little bit, but still, even then, and I feel like she would respect Maya as a warrior at least. Let's see. Well, I had an idea of a kid that has a cube that uses a phone to attack people and basically uses the phone to see your weakness and powers on some, or is using a power scale. So what you're saying is you want this kid to look at Maya and be like, it's over 9,000. Wait. I need something to. So what you want them to do is look at Maya and be like, it's over 9,000. Man, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I could see that because it's like if I was gonna say if like actually no, that'd be giving Xavier too much credit. I was gonna say if Xavier is Frieza, this other person could be like Cooler or a Cell of some kind. To keep it in the Dragon Ball Z area. In a different time and place, Maya and Xavier could have been friends. They could have been real friends, maybe. In a different time, they could have been real friends, but that's mostly on Xavier though, because like, he's spoiled and he doesn't know how to actually play well with others, and that's mostly because of his classist ass upbringing. Even black capitalists are still capitalist. Yes. Let's see. I just got 1.2k for posting something, and it's good because this never happened? Oh hell yes. Hell yes, no. Bro, take that and go with it, yes. Look, hey, I've barely gotten like most of my videos, I'll tell you now, they get like maybe 100 to a couple hundred depending on what it is. Like obviously I have Craig the Creek Corner because I'm the only person on YouTube reacting to it, which I need other people to react to this show. Seriously. Hey, but see, Bobby looks built. I'm trying to look like that. And I don't think, and I'm guessing he didn't do it with steroids like a certain liver-eating moron. Let's see. The portal on this show, Craig the Creek, is Xavier's brother. Watched. Maybe. You know. I could see that. Oh yeah, I also made the Craig the Creeks in the Roblox game. You know, my niece used to really like that game. She was really into it. God damn. I just realized she's gonna be 18 next year. She's gonna be graduating. I need to hit her up and ask if she wants me to take her senior photos. See, I custom Bernard and Greg's parents in the parents' rooms. True, we've never actually thinking about it now. We've never seen his parents' room or Bernard's room. No, wait. We did see Bernard's room like a few times, but it wasn't a lot. Sorry, I could hear my cat. Right. Yes, and basically this kid's weakness is his phone and not getting Wi-Fi, and the only reason why the phone works is because he has his hotspot on, and his powers are basically bending reality. This is genius. I am here for it. I am absolutely here for it. Right. So like this person needs to. I gotta go see, man. See you, Danielle. Okay, have a good night. Shit, what time is it? It's only 9:30. Let's see. Bernard has a bookshelf, bed, and computer station, and a giant lamp thing with the power punches. Just. I am here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. You know, there's a lot of episodes that we're probably not going to get now that I'm thinking about it. Because like I still want to see like a neighborhood watch episode where all the parents of the creek meet for the first time. Because like one thing we know is they all definitely live around in the same area. So like if anything, it would make sense if a neighborhood watch was formed that they'd all come together in that sense. Because, like, man, I can totally see that. Hey, I just want to say Cannonball had the most inspirational phrases. Do taxes. When he said that shit, I damn near lost it. Lost it. Like, bro, really? Oh, dang. Sure, I do like this song. Okay. Seriously though, Cannonball does be having the most inspirational lines. That boy, it's amazing. Yo, I remember like seeing a comment under, it was like a video of Secret Keeper and George from the T-Timers. When Secret Keeper tells George that he likes him, and I remember somebody saying, I am so jealous that this child has a deeper voice than I do. Which Makes me think now, who has the deeper voice, George or Cannonball? Oh, like, who? Find amongst yourselves about that one. And it's meta how people use power for their own minds, and then people down, or and how they lower people down to tears, or will. I think I know what you mean, but yeah, you're right, because like that's a real messed up thing, because like honestly, I imagine like if they do have if they do have this, can I please talk now? Done, thank you. If they do have this phone in a hotspot, my question is it the hotspot on their phone, or is it like one of those T-Mobile hotspots, and they like keep it on their person or something like that? Because like I could see like somewhere incorporated into the design, like have it like on a belt buckle that they wear or something like that. Ooh, you can make a Catholic theme that way. 3 times. Like, you know, the funniest thing one of the things I really love. Oh, where do I watch Scorpio Creek? Usually try to catch it on the website itself, so, or the official website, but also there's, sometimes the episodes are on YouTube, so you can like purchase it for like 99 cents. That's usually what I do sometimes. Finally fulfilled. This is what my heart's been waiting for. Hold me now. I'm finally fulfilled. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, the thing I really love about Korea, I love like how often like people, like kids of varying different ages will always like talk about other people being like you're just a child, or they're like, aren't you all like 30? It's like you're super old. Like the kid Cannonball, these literal children acting like the elders are somehow are like 30 years old. Like, bro, what? Like, or Tabitha and Courtney scary the kids, and Tabitha going like, those kids are like 4. Like, it's like, seriously, everyone's always saying the wrong age for everybody. It's kind of funny. As you know, Craig of the Creek is ending, and here's 3 quotes that inspired me. Do taxes. Peanut Head. Gibson. I'm not sure if that was enough ends. Well, yeah, basically what you're thinking in it's basically what you're thinking in the location will be a ruined location of it is in a ruined castle place that has cult-like pictures and marks. Worship him as a god, basically. So sort of like Xavier, but probably a little bit worse, if we're being honest. He has, like, Xavier had people worshiping him like a king, but not like a cult leader. Like, there's a difference. Look, I mean, yes, it's true, but you don't have to say it. Come on. Look, Craig screwed himself when he decided to name the band Peanut Head. He shouldn't have said that out loud. Okay, that's on him. But hey. Let me turn this one up a little bit. I wonder though. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here in a minute. yeah, I mostly wanted to hop on and just have some fun talking with folks because like I know I haven't engaged with this channel as much as I should or as much as I would rather like to because decided to stream a bit. I was like, yeah, I was sending a message to Morgan. Again, let's see. Imagine if Craig of the Creek had a school. I kind of want to. Like honestly, before this show ends, I want to see an episode of them in school. Cause like I know Craig and Kelsey and JP, they all go to separate schools, which is still a shock. Cause like when I heard that part, I was like, whoa. But like, I want to see like what a school day for them is like typically, because like we know that I know that Craig did skip a grade. Well, Craig is in 5th grade. I'm mostly assuming he skipped a grade because he's 9 years old in the 5th grade. But I mean, then again, I was 10 in the 5th grade. But still, and it's already been shown like Craig is a smart kid, and he's also very much a mathematician, which is patient. So like he's on his Common Core shit. So like I would love to see, like, is he the kid that probably gets done like first or second in class when it comes to that stuff, or and as for Kelsey, I imagine she probably doesn't get to take her sword with her to school. And I'd also imagine like maybe Mortimer's at home waiting for her, or maybe Mortimer just hangs out around the school. I could actually see that. As for JP, technically he's in middle school, so like, oh, think about it. We probably run into some of the paintballers too, because he does know them. He does know them personally. God, you got me thinking about this now. It's now, man, like that. I can't help but think about it because like it'd be so good. Let's see. And they expose him for being a false god because they didn't know he was, because they don't know that he has a phone with him, and they think that he has basically infinite power. There's a there's very much a certain about a certain individual that can be taken from that episode. I would definitely encourage an episode of that being made. I'm just saying. Yeah, just sorry. Yeah, I got a message from Morgan. I know that I know she hasn't been up to. Been at least what was I trying to say? I know she hasn't been very up lately. So like I know that she's taking a break. So like I wanted to at least reach out to her. I think we all should, because like I've thought about it a lot, and you know, just like animation fans in general, just like we kind of congregate around certain places, and like especially on YouTube with like people that have been reacting to Amphibia and the Owl House, like that's very much like shot up. Hell, honestly, I'd say it's been really coming together since Steven Universe, or even Legend of Korra for that matter. But like, I'd say it's really been coming. What's wrong? the mic okay? Can y'all hear me? Is it okay? My cat is deciding to do shit. Okay, that was weird. Sorry, I think that. Okay, not sure what that was. Thanks for informing me. That's weird. Turn it down a little bit just so it's not blowing anyone's eardrums. Hear me out. Full episode of Craig the Creek Eliminator. Bro. I would love. I kind of would love to. You know what? You know what? I might do one of those tier lists that for like Craig the Creek characters, because I kind of want to do that, because I remember I saw one I saw one on Reddit the other day of people who ranked certain characters. I honestly say I feel like William Elsa should have been a little higher. I think they might have dropped her in like C area, but still, I want some power scaling for this shot. Ooh, what's this? Like, imagine a team up of advanced math crew who's like Craig, Jason, Sparkle Cadet, Rain, Cannonball, Wolf, Speed, and Eustace. Right there. Man, that right there. I can totally see it. You know, because like Craig, we already know he's smart. We know he's super smart. Sparkle Cadet has helped him before. Ren, she's with the Alliance of Science. Come on, that goes without saying. And I'd say Jason seems like a real smart kid too. Cannonball Eustace and Warp Speed? Not too sure, but I would love to see it. See, they should have hired me. Bro, they've been doing just fine. No, the crew of the Creek has been doing just fine without me. I mean, I would still love to get in, I won't lie, but still, they've been doing perfectly fine. And despite the lack of marketing that Cartoon Network will actually give them, because what the hell? Oh shoot. Sorry, Cartoon Chaos just messaged me. One thing was just. And then, let's see, Creek. Oh, let's see. Who's your favorite side character in Craig the Creek? You know who instantly I thought of? Jessica. Jessica's my favorite. I love that little girl is just amazing. Hold on 1 second. Hold up, Cartoon Chaos was asking me for a link. Hold up. Yeah, Cartoon Chaos might show up in a second. But if I had to say my favorite character, yes, it's Jessica. Most definitely Jessica. Look, part of it is just because she is like the little sister that I kind of know I probably would have had. My mom unfortunately had a miscarriage, and I almost had a little sister, and I imagine if I did, it would be something like Jessica, a little bit. I love it. But yeah, it's definitely Jessica. Then second favorite, I'd say second favorite is definitely Cannonball, because that dude, he's awesome. And if I wonder, you know what, top fives. Number 1, Jessica. Number 2 is Cannonball. Number 3 is Sparkle Cadet. Number 4, I'd say number 4 is Stax. I love Stax. I love her. She's awesome. She is awesome. Number 5, I would say Kit, but she's too much of a capitalist. I know she's all about the free market economy, but still a capitalist. Then again, so is Jessica, but Jessica's Jessica. I gotta give her a pass, right? Let's see. 5th favorite. Well, I was gonna say Omar, but he's more of a main character now. Actually, you know what? Jackie, the arm. I love Jackie. Jackie is awesome. That dude is awesome. I absolutely am here for it. Like when he showed up and when the episode when they actually got together and like they came together, they were going on the hike, and even during the dodgeball episode, that right there, man, I love the idea that because he's deaf, he is a lot more physical than a lot of other people. He plays harder than everybody else, and that's what I really like. Like he is a very physical character. Right there. Let's see. Anybody else forgot the tea timers blowing and with Tone. Big Red went with Boris and Warp Speed went with Handlebar. I forgot. Wait, was Big Red with Boris? Was Big Red with Boris? Oh, ouch. Sorry about that. What about Jason? You know what? It's not that I don't like Jason, because I do, but I'm kind of not sure who I would knock out of that top 5, though. I'd go to put him in. You know what? I give Jason, like, I'll put Jason, like, next to, who did I say was 5th? Who did I say was 5th? The arm, Jackie. No. Again, it's not like I don't like Jason. I do. I love Jason. He's awesome. He's a great little kid, but like, also like, I can't kick anybody else out. I can't. I'm definitely not kicking Jessica. God, Cannonball's gotta stay where he is. Sparkle Cadet. Sorry, I'm gonna have to place him at like a 6. It's a close 6, but it's still a 6. Yeah, I mean, we aren't getting Jessica's little big world. Yeah, I'm glad at least part of that show gets to keep going. I know it's probably gonna be for like 6 kids 6 and under, but even then, still. And the speeds are probably supersonic or faster than light for Cannibal. Yep, probably. Honestly, none of this power skill. Yep. Well, there are some faster than light to infinity speed. Maybe. This will be a final comment before I leave. For the episode revolving around Jackie Coons up Tone, the 10 speeds, Junk Lord, Horse Girls, what happened with George and CP. Man, I kind of hope we get more episodes with all of them together. Let's see, I'm just waiting on you reading my power scaling for this show. I mean, like, I would definitely say Cannonball is probably the faster than light one. I feel like he's probably the one, like, Cannonball is basically like Barry Allen right now. We saw the time that he dragged Kunz up into cannon space. So like, I would definitely see. I would definitely love to see that. Do you know sign language? A little bit. It's been so long since I've actually practiced sign language. Like I can like do all the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I can do like the whole alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F. No, this is E, this is F, this is G, H, I, J, K, L. This one's M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, X, I know, like, this is hunger, this is thank you, this is I probably shouldn't say what that one is. But see, so fuck, what was this? Thank you, or to give, or something like that. I forget what that one is. I need to refresh myself on sign language. Anyways, I'm gonna be real. Yeah. To be involved, but thanks. Yeah. I'll see you later, Nova. Well, have a good night. Shoot, it is getting late. Because this show is probably at least let's see. Because this show is probably at least Walter in the Creek to star level because of the reality bending that occurs. I mean, there was that one time where Craig cast a freezing spell. I'm just saying. Plus, there's a lot of random, unexpected shit that just happened in the creek for some reason. Like we want to talk about like all the powers that people have in the creek. Tomon can constantly just summon the ground as lava. Paloma with her jinxing of people. Who else? The ninja kids are always able to like disappear because they got smoke bombs and shit. Then there's who else? And again, No Neck Matthew, the ghost, the witches of the creek, whose predictions seem to constantly be coming true. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's making me very nervous about that end of that episode for Craig in the future. Yeah, you know the battle he would definitely have like Kelsey and Maya and Omar at the top of that, and probably like up there with it would be like Eustace and the Sewer Queen. That's it. Like that's all the people that would basically be involved. I could totally see it. I keep talking about I'm gonna end this, but then people keep coming back in. Again, I guess I gotta see how long I could go with it a little bit. Yet I'm mostly just gonna try and keep it down though. I was gonna look up something. Sorry, that was the wrong. Oh shit, hey Morgan. Hey, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm just talking with people. There's not a lot of people here. I've mostly just been hanging out. But hey, good to see you. Let's see what Craig does. Let's see the Creek. That's 2 speedsters. You're not wrong. That is like 2 speedsters in this show. You know, it still breaks my brain. Kunsup is the slowest of his family, and yet his name is literally the Blur. Like, 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 if he's the Blur, what is everybody else? It's gonna be crazy. Let's see. But then, digging the background. I know, right? I forgot Anne was right here. Yeah, I know you just died and all, but like, it's all good. You're gonna be good. I kinda love it. You gotta love it a little bit. Shoot. I was actually thinking about changing the background again in a second, but again, let's see, the light. That's what they are. The light. You know, you're probably right. You are probably right. As everyone else's slow pokes. Yep, it is. It is an amazing background. It is a great background. I used this along with. I know for this I used this along with what was the other one I used? Hold up. Like, I know I had in Photoshop I had used this background along with is it gonna change? Is it gonna change? It's gonna change. But yeah, I used like this background along with this one for the thumbnail I made, because like I love the landscape. I love the landscape of this so much. It's so good. Alright. I'm gonna go now, but remember, reality sucks, and that's the it's a real theory. A real theory. Not all reality sucks. Not all reality. I mean, you have like the crew here, and people. You have like people on YouTube, us in the animation fandom. I mean, a lot of it sucks. I'm not gonna act like it doesn't, but hey, I try to put out what I can. Man. Oh man. But see you later, Tim. Hope you're doing okay, man. Yeah. Just have a little bit of music playing in the background. Besides, I'm smart for my preteens and loves his references. Yep. Honestly, like, we all know that Matt probably very much loves his video game references, because all this shit right here, bro. It's absolutely insane. You know what, just cause, why not? I'm gonna switch the background again real quick. There's the folder. See, I got just folders on top of folders of just like certain things I've been using as backgrounds. Actually, shoot, I forgot how cool this one looks. Oh yes, I forgot how cool this one looks. Oh yes. Lock this in place, lock that one in place, lock that one in place, and lock that one in place. So then let me shrink this a bit. Constantly doing this. They just all fall through the portal in the sky. Let's see. I was gonna go do a bill with reality as an illusion, but I just did game theory. Actually, funny thing. Speaking of game theory, I posted this on my community tab already, but like, I sort of met Matt and Steph from Game Theory. I was at work because my job is to Cause like my job is to like take like photos for Santa. I work Santa, and like the place that I was at, well, like I was over by the railroads at this time, but like while I was over there, like I hear, I like suddenly like hear a familiar voice, and I look up and I see Matt and Steph from Game Theory, and like the person next to me is like, don't I know you from somewhere? And he turns around and is like, yeah, you do. Like that confirms it at the moment. I'm like, what the hell? What are Matt and Steph doing here? I'm not gonna say where they were. Well, they're probably home now. Well, no, I'm not gonna assume that. Like they were on vacation, so I didn't want to bother them. And plus they were with their kids, so like, not gonna be that person. But like, but then, yeah, I saw Matt, and even funnier, the next day, I'm over at the Santa I'm over at like the Santa area, like taking pictures of kids and shit like that. And then suddenly I see this one kid run up, and I'm like, why does that child look familiar? And then I look to my right, and there's Steph over there with her phone up. And then I look back, and Matt Pat is right behind me with his phone up. And I gotta tell them to put their phones down because no personal photography in this area. I gotta tell everybody that. But also in that moment, I'm just like, okay, I need to make sure that I don't mess these up, because I'm not gonna lie, that camera kept messing up on me sometimes with the connections and the wiring, so I needed to make sure that these photos were good. So I got a few of him with this few other kid, and then I gave them some yeah, probably. Honestly, thinking about it, I probably should have, but then I don't want everybody else to line saying, "Hey, well, he got to do it," and I don't need a bunch of people yelling at me. I really don't. But like, if it was up to me, I would have. Honestly, if it was up to me, I'd let people like at least record videos in the area. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not. But yes, but the main thing that popped in my head was like, okay, I gotta make sure I don't mess these up. So I got some good ones with this kid, and I got some family photos with them. And then as they were leaving, I was telling them where to go, and then I also told them like, oh, by the way, also I love Game Theory. Have a nice day. Hey. I've heard many like just almost horror story-esque things about fans of YouTubers showing up and just walking up to them and like asking for stuff like while they're with their families and stuff like that. So like I made it myself. I made a promise to myself a long time ago. If I ever did run into a YouTuber of some kind, I would be cool. The time I figured that would happen was definitely not while I was at work, but it made it a little bit easier. Plus, hey, they got photos with their kid, and heck yeah. Okay, making sure. But yeah, that's. And now I have a story a story that I get to share sometimes, which is cool. I mean the other story I get to share is that if you watch that oh right, yeah, the other story I get to share sometimes is how I met the editor of Toy Story. Or rather, just tell people, yeah, my teacher was the editor on Toy Story. Or in college, my editing teacher. Sure, I love to brag about that. But like, hey, now I got another story to tell. So, I don't know, I feel like my life is kind of boring sometimes, but I don't know, it has its moments. Sorry, just adjusting my skirt. Actually, let me unbutton some of these. Let some of this open a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You really got these. Please, if I had connections, I probably wouldn't be here. Here. honestly, I should have utilized those connections more in college. But then again, he actually retired like the year after I started. So like a year after I had already taken his class. So like after, yeah, so like he retired from teaching, and I think from just like in general he retired. So, but yeah, I get to at least share that with people. Like, hey, did you ever watch Toy Story? My editing teacher edited that. Yep, he edited a piece of You're in My Childhood. Let's connect. Honestly, that's a good conversation starter, I guess. Yes, like the only other conversation starter I have is I don't know, telling people that I'm a mutant. That's about it. It's time for adventure. Yeah, that's basically how that is. I could have sworn Cartoon Chaos was gonna pop it in a second, but I know Cartoon Chaos. Yeah, but like as for like being on here, man, honestly, honestly, this is really fun, and they might be at work. Probably they did ask me for a link a minute ago, so wonder. No. But then again, they're usually dealing with a lot of shit at home, which hope hope when they're able to graduate, they can deal with a little bit less. That's the one good thing. That's the one good thing about like if you are able to go to college, though. College, though. My thing is, well, no, I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Freaking ADHD. um, I lost my train of thought. How's life been lately? I mean, I don't gotta worry about rent at least for this month, so like, I at least have that going for me. But I also had to pay. A speeding ticket. Yeah, I was late one morning and I was rushing to work because I was already an hour late from when I had to be there because fucking alarm volume was all the way down. That was not a good day. Yeah. I do know that they were. I know Chaos was gonna eat a pepper on like live on stream because they were doing a what was it they were doing this try not to smile or smile at Ruby challenge, which look, anybody that's a fan of this show, they're gonna fail that. Like I already told him, yo, hold on, please don't die. Please don't die in the process. It's like it could be worse, but it's still bad. Where do I work? I'm a photographer. I'm kind of just on contract with the group right now. Yeah, they were calling me the other day and telling me about it. Man, it's gonna be, and that's gonna be funny when it does happen. I'm going to feel very bad for them. Hope they have a lot of ice cream and milk on by. But dang, that is gonna suck. You know, is vanilla ice cream the best for that, or is chocolate? Shit. Actually, you know what? It's actually making me think about. Actually, you know what? Story time, real quick. When I was in college, my junior year, I had me and my roommates, one of my roommates, let me preface this by saying he does not do spicy foods. He cannot handle spicy foods, like, at all. One day, he comes home with this little bottle about this big called The End, and it's essentially 1,000,000 Scoville units pepper extract. Like, this isn't sauce you put on anything. You shouldn't eat it straight at all. So what did our dumbasses do? We decided, hey, whoever loses this game of greed we're playing with dice. This dice game of greed that we're playing has to take a dab of this on their finger and put it on their tongue. Long story short, we all ended up doing it because camaraderie, mostly. So, mostly. Like, I know I have that footage still somewhere on, like, one of my old laptops, but, like, that shit sucked. Like, when I tell you, the moment that shit hit my tongue, like, I'm pretty sure I lost all feeling in my mouth instantly. God dang. I love spicy food. I'm Indian. Man, good on you. Good on you. Shit. Like, I was never a spicy person as a kid. I would never ever nah see my white ass could. Bro. Yes, bro. We don't do spicy. I don't do spicy. Nah. Man, I'm pretty sure we had a whole, like, thing of ice cream in the freezer at that time. When I tell you, I immediately just, like, grabbed hold of this thing and stuck a spoon in. That was But then again, that's also the day I learned the word Schadenfreude. So fucking nuts. Man, so fucking nuts. I can't tell you how insane it was. Man, though honestly, no, honestly, like, it was still probably one of the best memories I've had from college. Just me and my friends, because, like, that was a good day. That was a good day. I won't act like it wasn't, because it was great. But yeah, I also had kept that bottle because we all basically made a contract, like, that we would never ever do some stupid shit like this ever again. I'm pretty sure I have that thing still somewhere. I just don't know where. But also, like, I kind of lost that bottle, so I don't know. If there's a hole that's just leading to the center of the earth somewhere, that's probably where it is. Oh man, when I tell you, we were all in pain for like a good like 40-ish minutes, man. And I tell you, hold up 1 second. I'll be right back. One more. So I had to give. Had to give. 52. Had to go ahead and take that.
Hello.
Okay. What are we talking about? We still on the spicy shit. Yep. I'm pretty sure I still have that footage somewhere. If I can actually just find it. It's probably on my hard drive on one of my laptops, but I could totally find it somewhere. I know I could. Let's see. There is spice in my face. So what you're saying is you're a fire type. That's what you're saying. Okay. Respect the dumbest challenge me and my friend did was bamboozled one. Oh no. I still remember I got a vomit flavored one of those one time. Ooh. Turn it down a little bit. But then, what else? Man, actually, I remember in high school, I'm pretty sure there's a video of it on YouTube. I did the chubby bunny challenge. I managed to fit 10 of them in my mouth, but even then I kind of couldn't talk for a while. I mean, it didn't matter. We were after school and we were basically gonna be rehearsing for a concert. I was in string orchestra playing viola, and yeah, so me and my friend Rebecca, we basically did the chubby bunny challenge. This was during the time when I was trying very much to be a YouTuber like all the other types, and all the other people at that time, and the people that were around my age and still doing some good shit. I still remember Gen X Pen. What is Gen X Pen up to? I don't know. A lot of those folks from Channel Awesome. I wonder what happened to most of them. Oh well. Let's see. The skunk spray and the vomit one. Yuck. Oh my god. Ew. Oh man. What's your favorite Pokemon? Now that is a loaded question you just asked. instinctually, actually, the fact that I still say this instinctually shows how much I love that Pokemon. Instinctually, I want to say Buizel. So, like, I love the Pokemon Buizel. Buizel. I loved Ash's Buizel in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl because, like, you know, how it, like, went from being Dawn's Pokemon to Ash's, and they essentially traded it because, like, the Buizel much preferred battling, and you could see it. I really, really love it. I really loved it. And plus, that battle between Buizel and Riolu, oh man. When I was a kid and I saw that, oh man, that gave me chills. Oh, so good. So good. Let's see. But yeah, I think I'd probably say Buizel. I do love a good water type. Though I will say fighting types are usually actually my favorite. This is mostly because I was very obsessed with martial arts as a kid. So like I very much wanted to, like, I took karate a little bit when I was younger, and when I was, as I got older, I really wanted to participate in, like, I wanted to, like, get into, like, taekwondo, because, like, I was always a person that loved, like, kicking. I was always very much a kicker, so, like, yeah, that's how I did. Chubby Bunny was always made me so anxious because I'm afraid people, like, yeah, honestly, but really the one that always made me, well, besides the cinnamon challenge, because some people actually did die from that. Well, actually no, the cinnamon challenge and the milk challenge, because really people don't need a lot of milk. Like, honestly speaking, people don't need milk at, like, after, like, a certain age, because there's a lot of things besides milk that will give you a lot more calcium than milk will. In reality, actually, loop it back around to game theory, because Matt Pat is the one who fucking brought this to my attention. Like, I am very really thinking about that now, because, like, really a lot of us don't need milk. It's like the Sprite and Banana challenge. I never understood that. How did that one even come to be? The Sprite and Banana challenge? Like, how did that one even come to be? What person said, look, sorry, but, like, what person thought, hey, I'm going to take this, person thought, I'm gonna just eat a Sprite, drink some Sprite and eat a banana, or eat a banana and drink some Sprite and mix the two together and create this terrible ass concoction? Because, like, why? My guess is someone ate too much of both and turned it into a challenge. That's usually how these dumb challenges happen, isn't it? I need to get one of those things that, like, clips out and takes out eyelashes, because, like, what the heck? I show speed. Don't bring him up right now. I don't want to talk about that child. I don't watch I Show Speed, but even then, no. God. Stupid child. Ugh. The Tide Pod challenge? Yes. I very much remember that. I remember how the media kept trying to make the media turn. Honestly, the news turned it into a lot bigger of a problem than it actually was, because they tried to make it seem like an epidemic that kids were eating Tide Pods, even though, one, it was mostly grown-ass adults who were doing this in the first place, not kids, and two, it was a few people who did it at first, but then the media got a hold of it and said, look at this terrible challenge that's going on, and then suddenly more people started doing it because humans are the one creature on the planet that human beings are the only creatures on Earth that are capable of seriously doing things that go against their own interest, and that could actually just get them hurt regardless. madness. I mean, granted, that's how we got a lot of food, got a lot of certain foods, like foods, but even then, like, that's so dumb. That's like the fact that they're the ones who kind of made this shit so much worse. Like, honestly, like, it kind of repeated itself with that, was it that NyQuil chicken challenge? Like, what the fuck? Like, this very, very obvious joke that somebody was doing, and this person clearly almost died doing it though. I show speed as well. No, I show speed is very, very dumb. Very dumb. That's what he is. He is. Like, I'm not gonna. He is. You know what? I'm gonna nip this in the bud, right? I'm gonna nip this in the bud right now, just cause it seems like there's not a lot of black people actually weighing in on that. Yeah, I'll tell you the NyQuil thing in a second, Morgan. Trust me. But like, seriously, I show speed is very, very dumb for doing what he did, saying it, and like no amount of saying that he's young, he's still young, he can learn. No, okay. In a day and age of information and just living through 2020, thinking that it's okay to start yelling konnichiwa at an Asian person, especially if they tell you they're Chinese, not Japanese, like, seriously, like, no, you weren't trying to connect with him, you were being a stupid soccer fan. Seriously, what's up with soccer fans? Soccer fans are some of the worst people. God dang, what the heck? Like, I thought like Philly fans were crazy, because I've seen the shit that happens when they win, and let alone when they lose. But like, seriously, no. No, geez, I think sports are a good thing. I think sports fans are the ones that see. Honestly, that's what it always comes down to. A thing itself is never actually completely bad. Well, depends on what it is. But a thing itself is not always bad in and of itself. It's always people around it that make it worse. For example, this NyQuil chicken. Yes. So the story about that is some dude on TikTok basically made as a very, very, very clear, something that was very clearly a joke, a stupid joke that he should not have been doing anyway, because I feel like he probably could have breathed in those vapors and died. Actually, what am I saying? Think he could have. He definitely could have. Football? Yeah, football. But like, yeah. So this dude, who's very clearly some country dude, he like sliced the chicken and like filmed himself on TikTok, like baking it in, coating it and baking it in some NyQuil, and even says this is actually really gross and eating it. But like, what the media decided to do was take it and say that, oh, hey, what's up, Tim? What a lot of mainstream pundits decided to do was say, hey, look at this, there are people on TikTok that are going through and creating this NyQuil chicken challenge when it wasn't a challenge to begin with. They're the ones who made it a challenge. Seriously, the mainstream creates a lot of its own problems. Like, it's really, really dumb how many extremely dumb problems that are just created because of the people in the media that just perpetuate shit without researching. It's very dumb. But man, but yeah. That's this shit's nuts. It's wild, man. Back to my idea of a character. Oh, right. Yeah. Shoot. What? Let's see. Oh yes, you're Craig. The Craig idea of the kid who basically runs a cult using his phone. Um, but what they should be to fit the theme is how people use their power for their own use. Yes, that is honestly, honestly, thinking about it now, that would actually be a really good episode for. Oh, so, yeah. See you later. Okay, see you in a second, Morgan. That honestly would be like a good. If you do that, that would be that would be like the perfect episode. If you mix that with my idea of like Maya coming along with them on an adventure of some kind, trying to get this last cube. She came in, then Maya could be the one who really tries to like tell everybody that they shouldn't be listening to him. They can walk away. They should walk away from all this. Honestly, actually, question. Who out here has seen Cobra Kai? Because there is a moment in the latest season, in season 5 of Cobra Kai, that very much mirrors exactly what I'm talking about. Talking about when Robbie walks back into the Cobra Kai dojo saying I shouldn't have just left. That was wrong of me. I should have taken all of you with me. Like that's the kind of moment that it would very much be like. I can see it. I can just see it. Also, Cobra Kai is just the wildest fucking show. Cobra Kai is like the closest thing to a Western anime, or rather, a Western Asian drama that I think I've ever seen. You haven't seen Cobra Kai? Bro, you need to see Cobra Kai. This shit is insane. I've never seen, like, for real though, you need to see Cobra Kai. This shit is amazing. This shit is amazing. Hold on one second. Anyway, see, I think the kid was part of the kingdom, but after the other side became free, he was in hiding with his cult, and that's why he has the last cube. Huh. That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. I could totally see that. Oh man, that would be really good. Man, see, like I love like the idea of like, see, I love the idea of like brainstorming these things and being able to talk to. See, see, this is what I need. I need more people to watch Craig and the Creek because like, yo, this is a show that really lets you like run wild with your imagination a bit. Like the show itself, like they constantly say, is a sandbox. So much can happen, and everybody has a role, has a place where they can play, and a role they can play in it, and like that's what makes the Creek so special. Like spiritual successor to Codename Kids Next Door, and like what are all the episodes? What are all the things that compare this to Codename Kids Next Door, to Ed, Ed and Eddie, to shoot, not even just if we want to expand this out beyond Cartoon Network, Recess. Like I would definitely say Recess. Yes, and shoot, what else? Like I think mostly those three, like the Ed and Eddie comparisons of, though, like the Ed and Eddie comparisons, I would say still persist. The comparisons to like Codename Kids Next Door have definitely gone down a little bit because like, man, man, it's kind of insane. Yeah, yeah, and I was gonna have him summon two references to the internet, and by having him summon Slender Man. Shoot, that's gonna turn that into a horror episode really fast. Really fast. Have him summon up Slender Man. Have him summon Slender Man and have him summon. Shoot. What other internet memes should we just? Sans. That too. Slender Man and Sans. I don't want to hear any arguments about this. Just it's Sans. That's the argument. That's the reason. It's Sans. Also, yo. Okay. So tell me why I like open Twitter for a second and I look under trending and the hashtag Space Karen is trending. Hey Morgan. Yeah. I don't know why that's trending, but it is. Should I'm curious, how did this even happen? You know what? No, shoot. But also for some reason Kid Connor is trending. You know, I'm still mad at all the people that kept getting. Oh. Yo, he won an Emmy? Yo, congratulations, Kid. Yo, Kid Connor won an Emmy award? I mean, I still think that in general like award shows are kind of BS, but like still. Yo, Kid Connor won an Emmy award? Shoot. I mean, this dude. Yeah. Oh yeah, Morgan. Same. I'm still not over the fact that all those people that I don't understand how anybody who watched Kid Connor in that show, who watched Heartstopper and watched Kid Connor's character specifically. I wasn't following Joe Luck. Okay, but how anybody could watch that show and see what Kid Connor's character is going through and and for some reason think that it would be okay to like accuse him of queer baiting and speculating his sexuality and shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? How do you did all of you forget the exact reason, like what the show was talking about? Like, thank you. How do you completely miss the point of the show? Like, I am glad. I am happy that we have more representation. I'm glad more representation is being done. And like, especially bisexuality and talking about that because I feel like very few pieces of media have ever like actually talked to or like tackled bisexuality, like even in like at least talking about the experience, because like even in comics like I can only think of like one instance ever of any character actually talking about their bisexuality, and that's Prodigy from the X-Men. And hold on one second. Shoot. Prodigy X-Men. Like, yes. This guy right here. Hold on. Open. Hold on. 1 second. Every time. No. Google search. Yes. Here it is. This guy right here. This is Prodigy from the X-Men. Yes, this is Prodigy from the X-Men. He is he's a mutant, he's bisexual, and he's like actual, and the person he's dating is Scarlet Witch's son of Speed. Like that's who. And also his mutant ability is actually a really cool one. He basically can gain the knowledge of others. Others just like telepathically or psionically standing next to him. Like he's one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe. It's really cool. But like he's also like one of the only characters in comics that I've actually seen talk about being bisexual. Sure, like ever. And yes, you are correct, Morgan. Morgan, it's so rare to have bi-representation in media, let alone male bisexuals. Actuals. And yet, so many people. Like, and wow. I actually really love this. No, actually, here, look at this panel. Look at this. I'm bi. Never said that out loud. Like, seriously, if you've never read like Young Avengers, I highly recommend it. It's very good. Very good. Like basically there's nobody on that team that is straight. There's practically nobody on that team that is straight. I kinda love it. Love it for that. But also like you have Scarlet Witch's son, Wiccan, who is gay, who is dating the King of Space. He's and then you have Speed, his brother, who is dating Prodigy. And like it, man. But seriously though, like the amount of people that just they just gave Kid Connor so much shit, and like we're constantly poking and prodding and asking him confirm his sexuality, because like on some like are you actually queer enough type bullshit. Like seriously, because like this idea that he's queer baiting people in real life, which like I really hate anybody that tries to use that in reference to real life people, because like that's a term specifically like for media in general. That's what that's about writers writing two characters together with the possibility of queer love interest and never confirming it. That's what queer baiting is. Like people in real life can't queer bait other people. Like yes, there's like gay for pay things, which I feel like it's just bisexual people, especially bisexual men, in denial. But I know, but that's not for me to say. But still, like that's what like how do you look at the story he's going through and then see everything he's going through and then literally participate into it and just think that that's okay to do? Like, come on, he's a young person. Like that was so. He's a young person. He's already young in Hollywood. Like, like I don't think anyone realizes how many closeted celebrities there are in Hollywood, especially actors. Like I didn't learn till recently that Neil Patrick Harris was a gay man, and like not until like a few years ago. And honestly, looking back on it and seeing like him and his character in How I Met Your Mother, and how he acts like the straightest man to ever straight. it's actually kind of funny, but like apparently when he did come out, he didn't get a lot of roles for quite some time until How I Met Your Mother, and even then, and even after that show ended, like he hasn't really been in a lot until like that one show on Netflix, which I cannot remember the name of, though I do want to watch because it looks fun. Let's see. I was so pissed when I found out. When I was doing the Halloween shit. Oh yes, I was watching that. Actually when that shit did happen. Like seriously, what the fuck? Like, look, I don't know. If anything, I feel like this shows why there's a need for like queer history and history to be like taught in like in like I don't know either schools or like certain places because like it's jeez, I can't believe I of all people am about to say this, but the fact that it seems like a lot of it seems like a lot of younger queer people, specifically teenagers, because you know it was mostly teenagers. The fact that so many of them have them stonewall those 20. Yes, yes, and honestly, shoot, and that just also makes me think of that terrible ass Stonewall movie that completely whitewashes the event. Jeez, fucking hate that movie. But like there really needs to be like some queer history taught in school. One, for just reasons of pride, because like I know so many people want to say, well, why does the fact that they were gay why does the fact that they were queer actually matter to their accomplishments? And so it's like, let me ask you this. To which I have like a few responses. First one being, do you know who George Crumb is? If you don't, you ever had a potato chip? You can thank George Crumb for that, because the story basically goes, he was a chef, and there was always this one patron that was coming in complaining about how thick he cut his fries. So one day he went to the back, he sliced the potato as thin as possible, stuffed them in the fryer, made them crispy, and then doused them in salt, and then served it to this patron, and he turned out to like it. Yes, potato chips were created by a black man being petty. But not only that, you know what else was made by a black person? The first cell phone, as well as, shoot, there was another thing in my head and I lost it. Oh right, the first super soaker, like that too. Like as a kid, I always heard about George Washington Carver creating peanut butter, which as I got older, like man, yeah, good for him, though he didn't get the credit for it. Jeez, it was so. Alright, some bullshit. Actually, you know what? Actually, it's probably like, you know what's actually is probably a great real life example, because got something really good out of it. I've talked about before how my favorite hero is Static, and growing up one of my favorite cartoons was Static Shock. One thing that I don't think I've ever talked about is how Dwayne McDuffie, the man who created Milestone Comics and Static Shock, actually came to be. First, this dude was a genius. He was a chemist, and he was literally like working for like NASA and like for the military and shit like that. At one day, he found out that his work was being used on the project to create Patriot missiles. And not only that, he wasn't getting compensated for it at all. So not only were they using his research to make weapons to kill people, they also didn't pay him for the shit in the first place, which, I mean, I feel like they're making weapons with your shit. I feel like you should worry about that more, but still, because of that, it inspired him to quit school, go to NYU, and where he got involved in screenwriting, and that's how he first first got over to Marvel Comics, where he was writing a lot of stuff, and he created Damage Control, the group that you see in No Way Home and like in Miss Marvel, and how novel that was basically about corrupt organizations, because he always had a political tone to his stories that always made them stand out in the sea of very white bread stories, I'm gonna be honest. And then he made a character named Curtis Metcalf Hardware, who long story short, when he was younger, his father died. He was adopted by this rich man named Edwin Alva, who basically put him through school and gave him a job at his industry, Alva Industries. And when he found out one day when his work was not work was being used on things and he wasn't getting compensated for it, he went to Alva about it, and he basically told him straight up, you're a tool and you're a cog in my machine. Don't think of yourself any higher than that. So higher than that. So what does Curtis do? He quits. He then creates this high-tech suit of armor because like this dude is basically like Tony Stark smart. Like seriously, he is extremely intelligent. He was making like things with repulsor glasses in it before Iron Man was doing that shit. And he took all this tech in this suit and he basically started a one-man demolition, one-man like crusade against Edwin Alva. Like that's basically that right there. Here, he was a black man doing this during a time where there were very few black characters at all. So like, imagine being a queer kid and not being able to see yourself in that. Because like, in terms of like superheroes, there were not many queer characters. There were a lot of that were very, very clearly queer coded, like Alan Scott the Green Lantern, who is canonically gay and also was created in the 1940s and 40s. But honestly, a bigger point to that I want y'all to think about something. The people that always wants to say like comic books are putting SJW rhetoric in comic books, like comic books and like making too many queer characters and things like that. One, like superheroes by definition are social justice warriors. They're literal warriors for justice. So anyway, and then for two, how do people who go out wearing how do people who go out in usually tight-fitting, brightly colored outfits to punch corruption and cause societal change, how does that sound like a straight thing to do? like I want to think about that because like it's kind of a weird thing. It's kind of a weird thing when people say that, when I hear people say that, because like these are people who are literally putting on skin tight, colorful outfits, some of whom wear their underwear literally on the outside. Like, come on. Sounds like something Angel Dust would do, to be honest. Yes, exactly. Shoot, I've been following. Apparently, like, there's been a lot of people giving Vipsy Pop shit for some reason. He's in like giving it, talking about like. There are people that are saying they don't like Hell of a Boss, which, yeah, everyone's allowed. No one has to like everything. People are allowed to dislike stuff, but like most of people's complaints about the show are very surface level and dumb. Like about complaining about characters being stereotypes, especially Angel Dust, which every time I hear somebody say that and I see a character that is basically just a femme gay man, all I hear is I hate femme gay men. And like tweet from Q-Force, for example. Seriously, Q-Force is great. Everyone should watch it. Honestly, thinking about it, like, I've honestly thought about it a lot. Like, when it comes to queer media in particular, there's a lot of people that typically just think like. There's a lot of queer people in particular that seem to forget that it's like femme gay men need representation, exist and need representation too. Thank you. Thank you. Like, it's always when femme gay men show up that people complain about stereotypes. Jeez, it's so dumb. But like, there's always this idea and this weird standard that especially queer people always put on every queer creator, where they say like you can't do this, you can't do that, it has to be sanitized because what will straight people think? And it's like, I don't think y'all understand what pride is supposed to be. Like that's what it feels like. Feels like, cause like again, like hold on one second. Let me just add in real quick. Add source. Add source. Okay. No. Okay, that's better. That's better. I feel like it's mostly straight people getting upset with stereotype gays. I swear, it's true. It's for real. Cause like, you know, cause like I always think about this. Cause like I knew people. Cause like, let me hold on. I'll bring it up in a second. Just let me. If I can, real quick. I'm glad I had these all organized. Jeez, because it would take me forever if I could not. Yes, here we are. I'm just gonna put you right over here for a second, and that's weird. I think I accidentally deleted my background. Hold on. Wow, sorry. This is edit new source. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. Hold on. Real quick. Jeez. Sorry. This man. I hate when this happens. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's throw a crack at the Greek background up and okay. And my cat has decided to come down and play, apparently. Luna, please be careful. Hi. Alright. Hey there, hey. It's okay. Yeah. Hey everyone. Luna decided to say hi. Say hi to the people, Luna. Hey. Oh, jeez. Man. But like, okay. Oh, anyway. Yeah, but like, yeah, she decided to finally get down. Yeah, she's a little torty. She's a little naughty torty. She's a little menace, but I love her. But what was I saying? But yeah. So Twink, this guy right here, this is the main person that everyone who like had anything bad to say about Q-Force, they were always talking about him in particular. Or like any complaint they have is usually directed at him specifically, and that's just for him existing at all, and that's really messed up. Because aside from the fact that he's very clearly the most prideful character in the entire damn show, like seriously, he's really. I feel like anybody who judged him is like an example. It's a good example of like how people's internalized homophobia just throws him off, just like throws people. You haven't seen the show? Look, if you want to watch something else for your channel, Morgan, I highly recommend it. End it, because like, dang, people complain about stereotypes, but like, stereotypes, but like one that's kind of part of the point. It's a show made for adults, so I don't see why anyone's getting mad at that. And two, literally anybody calling anybody here a stereotype is just looking at all these characters on the surface because character in particular that I very much love, as well as Twink, Ink, Deb. This is. Hold up, what the fuck? How did that switch? Other character I love very much. This is Deb. Yes, and voiced by Wanda fucking Sykes. Who is amazing, and also honestly my other favorite character in this whole show, because she is awesome and she's married. Like seriously. As well as, you know what, I'm gonna just go through all the characters while you're here. Oh yes, bro, I swear they gave Wanda Sykes the best lines in this entire show. I swear they do. There's also Stat. Yep. There's also my friend Stat here, who is probably has the wildest life out of everybody here. Yes, voiced by Patty Harrison. Yes, Asian trans femme character voiced by Asian trans femme person. And that's another thing that I really commend this show for. They got people that actually do match the backgrounds of these characters as well. Hell, that's what I really appreciate too. But hey, I also can't forget the main character. There. Steve Merriweather. The easiest description I can give, gay Captain America. Like that's what he is. Like, come on, they have Agent Harry. Yep, he's basically gay Captain America. That's the best description I can give. Yeah, at least without spoiling too much. But seriously, like I actually saw the other day someone said that they would love like a trans or queer boondock, something for queer people that satirizes and also helps out. But like, and I literally hit them with a retweet saying that's Q-Force. That's literally what you're asking for. It already exists, and you could have been watching it, and now I won't ever get a season 2 because all of you motherfuckers decided to let your internalized homophobia take control of your fucking actions. That and because Netflix definitely screwed that show over with that terrible ass fucking teaser. Sir. Seriously, I remember reading somewhere like Matt Rogers, who voices Twink, he talked about like how the folks at Netflix seemed actively homophobic towards like the production of the show, because like god dang, they really didn't want, it's like they really wanted this show to fail. I can't, hell. But honestly, like the more people that I see like finally looking at it and like saying how much they love it for the first time, that's what really hits it for me and like makes me happy to see. Like, I don't know. Hopefully, what I would love to see is like Adult Swim pick it up or something like that. I would love to see them like take it over there, because like there needs to be more of the show. I have had ideas, because like that show, just being a show that is specifically about queerness, about queer people, and talks about queerness openly, like, look, I've said, like, I've talked with other people about this before, who have said like, hey, like they prefer like something like, they prefer like how like representation like the Owl House, more things like that, which I've had to tell a lot of people that people and point out that they're comparing a show that's made for kids to a show that's made for adults, and only one of these actually is talking about queerness directly.
directly. Like, I love the Owl House. I love the representation that it gives because it is very positive, very good, very sweet. We all love Lumity. We all love Rain and Ida. But, like, also, that show is not about queer people and it's not about queerness and queer problems. Like, that show is about a Dominican girl trying to save an entire dimension of witches from a Puritan colonizer. So, like, yeah. Man. And, like, one of these is about institutionalized homophobia. The other is about a girl who hangs out with Witch and Cubone in hell. Like, again, I love the Owl House. Y'all seen the videos, but one of these is a little bit more about queerness and a little bit more direct than the other. And I feel like making the comparison at all is dumb because representation is not a competition. Like saying I think this show did it better. It's like, how did they do it better? What do you mean did it better? What, displayed queer people in a positive light? Anyway, hey, like, and even actually, you know what? Not even just in positive light. Even if they're villains, if they're good villains, I will very much take it, because we all love Disney villains for a reason. I'm just saying. Oh man. Okay, what you say, Tim? But back on a lighter note, the next few words, the cult. The cult has lore on the creek. Wait, what? Definitely hit me up in the community post about that later. But like, yeah, I think Adult Swim would be a good option for that show. It would be. Yeah. But like, yeah. Shoot, this all stemmed from me talking about Vivzy Pop. Yes, people. While I was on there, I caught. Apparently, there are people that are sending racist comments towards her, and talking about trying to say like she treats her crew badly, even though like that's been debunked by multiple people that work on the crew. Who, like, at this point, it feels less like, because like it feels like those people that are trying so hard to police what kind of representation gets out. It's like they're making their own Hays Code. She loved on your chest. She's loving on your chest. Yeah, I got you. Here you go. Here you go. Hold on. Benefits of having long arms. Benefits of having long arms.
Benefits of having a cat.
I mean, she's literally sitting on your chest. Okay. That's fair.
It has healing properties.
Oh.
I don't know what organ that was, but I felt it.
Oh. Ow. Luna, what the heck? You good? Oh. Oh, babe. Oh, dang.
Jesus.
Ooh. Sorry.
It's okay.
Ooh. Ouch.
No, finish. It's been like 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot. Actually, what time is it? Oh, fuck. Actually, yeah, I should probably get off. Probably log off. It's about now. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and wrap this up in a minute. Up in a sec. See, the proof I've seen about her treating Cass Belly just looked like an artist who couldn't make the deadline and got upset. Really? Wow. Wow. That's trash. Trash. And see, yeah, I can't. And don't I have community posts because of the Kindles? Yeah, write it down in the comments. Almost of the live stream. Definitely do that. Yeah, for real though, people need to leave Vipsy Pop alone. Jeez, I saw one person first saying racist shit about Hispanic people, and then saying that all Hispanics are Nazis. Which, what is wrong with? What is wrong with? I don't understand what's wrong with some people. But like, damn, these are people that need to stop. Need to just stop and be quiet. God dang. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off. It's been almost 4 hours. Wow. Oh, yeah. But, yeah. Weird, whack ass shit. These folks are insane. But, do you see my message from above? Yeah. Oh, the cries? Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I'll see y'all all later. Everybody have a good night. Hope y'all have a wonderful day tomorrow.